everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt and Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve.
Hello.
Second best live podcast in the world, I believe.
I believe that's us now. Yeah, we looked into it.
Is that what we're starting? Okay, that's the new fucking gimmick. All right.
It's Tony Hinchcliffe, then us.
Then us. That's it. End of fucking story.
I mean, I want you to find a better live podcast in the world right now.
There you go.
Who else is getting paid to be live? Not anybody else, just us.
A lot of them just record. We're live. We're
Yeah,
live,
we are
pal.
fucking live. We say some shit you don't want to hear.
Fuck it, we do it live.
We got a dump button and everything because we're assholes.
Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company out of Middleton, Twist of Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, the world-famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 South in Peabody, Nick's Place in Winthrop, Newmarket and Raymond, New Hampshire, as well as nicksplaceonline.com, and Jamie's Roast Beef in Peabody and Manchester by the Sea, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Manch Vegas, baby.
Almost fucking said Manchester, New Hampshire. By the sea, motherfucker.
By the sea, motherfucker.
By the sea, motherfucker. Thank you to our sponsors. Andy, scooch like just a hair to your right.
My right.
There you go. Perfect. Nailed it.
Oh, okay.
All right. How you doing?
I'm fucking fantastic, Mike. How's that sound? I made good decisions last night, so I'm feeling fantastic.
Did you now?
I was given the opportunity to make very bad decisions.
Yeah.
See now my wife is working again for the first time in quite a while, and she has to get up at a normal time in the morning, and she can't be a disaster like me because she's not used to being a disaster like me. So under those circumstances, your boy will wait until she goes to bed, wait a half an hour, and then potentially order food and drink bourbon until 2 a.m.
As you do.
And then I will feel like shit the entire next day.
As you do.
And last night, the stars aligned for bad choices.
Yeah.
And I said, no.
No.
I just said no. I didn't have myself a glass of bourbon. I didn't order food. I just said, there's nothing I care about watching on right now.
You just went to bed.
I'm just going to go to bed.
God damn.
And I did it, and I fell asleep, and I woke up going, wow, is this what it's like to be human?
Yeah, it is a weird it's a weird feeling.
I was chipper all day. I was ready to go.
The real trick is doing it 2 days in a row.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No, I mean not today, but like that feeling you get when you do it 2 days in a row. That's just peak right there. It's like I feel as great as I'm ever going to feel. So that means to the bar. Let's fuck this up real good.
I'm not saying I behaved myself 100% last night. I had a couple glasses of wine and then went to bed. I felt like such an adult. Not a lame fucking dork who's like drinking milk and, watching fucking Price is Right. I had a couple glasses of wine, didn't chug a beer.
It's always, I know you are, but it's always funny to me that you're a wine guy. It's so anti-gimmick.
Yeah, I like wine. I bought a bottle of red and white today. You never know what I'm going to feel like when I get up there.
There you go.
But I'm drinking wine when the show's over. I will not be drinking beer. This is a wine night.
Gotcha.
Almost every night's a wine night. I'm such a fucking poser.
I am not a wine guy. Not because I don't like it. And we've talked about it on the show. I can't gauge the limit. Like
I talked about it with Joe 4 days ago.
Yeah.
About him sending you wine because you can't drink wine. He wants to do a wine show. Wicked bad.
Yeah, I can't do wine. I mean, send it down. I'll do it on the show, and it will be fucking horrific. Actually, the funny thing is the show won't. Well, the show probably will anyway, but the show won't be as bad as like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what fucks me up. Because it's like I can't gauge where I'm at with the wine, so I just keep drinking the wine, and then it's just 3 a.m. I'm awake for some reason. I'm experiencing drunk and hangover at the same time. I don't do wine. I don't like it.
Oh, I'm a wine.
I don't like how it makes me feel.
I like Pinot Grigio, maybe a couple ice cubes. I'm a basic bitch. like my wine cold.
Just kind of chill it down a little bit.
Yeah, but the red wine I'll drink warm, and I'm probably having red wine tonight. I think.
I think red is supposed to be. I know enough about it that it's supposed to be drunk.
Yeah,
warm.
Room temperature, sure. Yeah, room temperature.
Yeah, there you go. All right, not warm, but like fucking.
That's me.
You don't throw ice in there.
No, people who put ice in red wine are fucking retarded. That's not off the bank. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
What did we forget to put on our list that we have to get to early? I forget.
Fuck, I don't remember. I was just thinking the same damn thing.
Well, you have the list in front of you.
Let me see. Not that.
We don't have New Hampshire yet, do we? We've got New Hampshire.
I mean, New Hampshire we didn't put on the list. Celebrity deaths. That's what it was.
Oh, celebrity deaths. So I just have a question for you because I have. We know that John Amos died, Dikembe Mutombo died, Pete Rose, Chris Christopherson, some soap opera cunt that no one knows about.
Missed that one.
And the guy from American Pickers that people act like they know.
Also Gerald Ford.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. Fucking, that's the one I was feeding. Taggart. All right. So this is my problem.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna play a little association game with you. Why don't you tell me who they are to you?
Okay.
John Amos.
Cleo McDowell.
Me too.
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
He was Wesley Snipes' sidekick in Blade.
Whistler and Blade, dead on.
Whistler,
mine too.
There it is. Yeah.
I saw people saying, I know he was part of the Highwaymen with Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, and
he was a huge country music guy, but I never listened.
But I didn't know he was a country music guy.
Oh, huge! I knew he was. I just never fucking listened. It was never. That wasn't where I registered Chris Christopherson. He also did one of the '87 remakes of A Star Is Born with Barbra Streisand. That was supposed to go to Elvis, but it went to him.
See, I didn't know about his career in music.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a fucking actor. I thought he's fucking Whistler and Blade.
Yeah,
he's no one else.
No, he's actually I mean, I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's more of a country music guy than an actual actor.
I heard he wrote Bobby McGee, the Janis Joplin song.
I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now I already ruined it. I said Taggart. And I can't even think of his real name. So I thought that was funny that people have different memories of who these people are. Like my post on John Amos was Dynamite from Good Times. That's right. He was on Good Times.
He was on Good Times. Yeah.
And
again, that was like, he's the father on Good Times to a lot of motherfuckers. But that was, it was definitely before my time. Like I wasn't watching the sitcoms at around that time.
I know he was on Roots. I know he won Emmys for Roots.
Yeah. Again, that one missed.
But then some nerd put a picture of him in some futuristic sci-fi movie on the post. What the fuck was he in? Like Never-Ending Story? What is that? What was he in?
I don't know. I missed that one.
Exactly. That's my point.
I'm sure he was in a Star Trek or two. Maybe.
But I just don't. I don't know. I fucking nerds in their association. Like he's fucking Cleo McDowell. Shut up.
He's Cleo McDowell. Yeah.
He'll always be Cleo McDowell. He's fucking the best at it.
Yeah. John Ashton was Taggart.
John Ashton was Taggart. I don't know him from anything else, but I know he was on a million things.
Yeah. He's Taggart. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else.
Gerald Ford. What a fucking that scene is fantastic. So good. I'm so happy when I rest in peace, Gerald Ford. The ones who got it, like my buddy Jay Maynard got it and started quoting free drinks for Gerald Ford. Gerald, I'm like, yes, thank you.
Y'all both look like Gerald Ford.
So rest in peace, like half the world, I guess. Didn't Maggie Smith die 2 days ago?
She did too. Yeah.
Everyone be dying, man.
Yeah. It's a rough week. For older, I mean, it's one of those weird things because a lot of them are older. A lot of them are in their 80s. So it's like I think like a month ago we lost James Earl Jones as well, and it's like sad, yes, and anytime anybody dies, sad, but it's like he's in his mid to late 80s. He had a hell of a run.
Yep. Taggart was younger than I thought. He was 76. He looked 106.
Had to have cancer, right?
I mean, there was something wrong with that guy because there's no way you look that sick at that age.
And that was one of the things my brother said. He's like, yeah, literally they just released the Beverly Hills Cop 4. He looked like he was 90. He
looked like Weekend at Bernie's too. Like he needed some fucking music to make him dance. What do they call the music with the steel drum? The calypso.
Calypso. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs some calypso music to get him moving.
Yeah.
And everyone's posting about Pete Rose now, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Why? Why?
No, we're done.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
The baseball, the Major League Baseball writers fucked it up. And goddamn them if next year he's in posthumously, where the fuck that word is.
Posthumously. I'm going to disagree with you. Pete Rose got a lifetime ban from baseball.
Yep.
Technically, he served it.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's dead.
There is that side of it.
But also, the motherfucker. Listen, I like Pete Rose. Hell of a ball player.
Yeah.
Funny motherfucker.
Sure.
He cheated. He bet on baseball. He broke the fucking cardinal rule. You don't get to come back.
All right.
No one's reinstating you, Pete. Sorry.
You said two things there. One of them, I 100% believe he bet on baseball.
Yeah.
Was it cheating?
No, it
was just gambling.
He was the coach.
I know. He was betting on games his team was playing. He was a manager for the Reds at that time, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but
he
wasn't affecting the game.
He could have.
I mean, he very well could have, but that was never proven. It was never proven that he was cheating.
No, they never proved he didn't though.
And I mean, goddamn, like imagine if like every game he was just betting on the Reds. It's like that's just a guy that believes in his fucking squad.
Yeah, but you know he knew. He knew he was at a short elbow. The guy's he's a degenerate.
Of course he is. That's why he's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Keep him out of the Baseball Hall of Fame. Fuck off, Pete. Love you, mean it, but fuck off. Bye.
Yeah, but goddamn well they're going to put him in next year.
No, they won't. Oh, those guys. No, those guys, the biggest fucking douchebags in the history of the world. Those writers.
Really?
And Major League Baseball has to reinstate him. He's not on the ballot. They can't even vote for him. He's been banned for him and the whole fucking Black Sox team from the 20s, the White Sox. Shoeless Joe Jackson banned from baseball for life. Sorry, you can't play with us.
Was it because they were black? What the hell happened there?
No, they were cheating. They let the
get
mob.
Over it, guy. Times change.
Well, no, what they did was they lost on purpose because the mob was in their pockets in the World Series.
Chicago. What are you supposed to do, man?
It was fucking Al Capone, man. What are you
fucking
say
Chicago?
no?
What are you supposed to do?
Literally Al Capone. Like, don't talk to him.
What, they black? No, it's Black Sox, Mike. Calm the fuck down.
No, they're the White Sox. They call them the Black Sox because they have a black eye from the scandal.
Is that really it? I always thought they changed the name at some point. I always thought
no, Chicago White Sox.
I despise baseball more than fucking anything. I think it's boring as death.
Well, it is boring.
It fucking stinks. Baseball stinks.
I heard a funny what was that funny story?
Somebody at the fucking store today was like, "Oh, you're big for the baseball fucking playoffs," and I was not paying attention. I audibly just went, "Ugh."
Are you near a city that made the playoffs?
No, but nobody's from Florida, pal.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just like
it's funny because a guy I was talking to was from Montreal of all places.
Oh, the Expos.
I'm like, oh, neither are you, motherfucker.
I heard a story today involving Pete Rose where he was rooming with Joe DiMaggio at one point in some weird situation. And Joe DiMaggio decided he wanted to shower. Mm-hmm. But where they were in like some cabin in Africa. There was no showers available.
Interesting.
So the way you shower was your friend dumps buckets of water on you.
Right.
So Pete Rose was the friend.
Weird.
He referred to Joe DiMaggio as a giant penis attached to it with a man attached to it.
Joe DiMaggio. Huge cock.
Huge cock, yeah. He explains it all, though.
Huge fucking cock.
Ugly guy, big nose, banging Marilyn Monroe. Huge cock.
All right. So a lot of people died this week.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Jesus
Who's next?
Christ.
Who's next?
So are we going to go with your fucked
up
Sunday? Or
I'm asking you a question. Who's next?
That's a question that everyone asks because they always come in threes. And all of a sudden it was like, so it was John Aston. It was Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so who's going to be the third? And like 4 people in 20 minutes were dead.
But if you had to guess, give me a name. Who's dying next?
I mean, see, this is stuff you just ask me before the show so I can have
Willie
something
Nelson,
prepared.
fucking Vince McMahon.
Willie Nelson, never going to die. Vince McMahon,
100%.
never going to die.
Keith Richards going to die at some point, right?
Never going to die.
They got to die someday.
You're picking all the guys. Like my go-to for years was always John Papa, but that motherfucker had the surgery because the day Chris Farley died, there was a news report. I was eating in a diner, and I look up and I'm talking to the guy across from me, and I go, this guy's gonna die someday. And all of a sudden, almost as I said it, a banner comes across with that he's dead. And I'm like, fuck. So ever since then, every time I see John Papa on fucking TV, I'm like, I bet he's gonna die. But then no, he just did the whole lap band thing and lost like 97,000 fucking pounds, and now just skin hangs off of him.
Well, that's a good transition to my Sunday because people are doing some things to lose some weight that are interesting to me.
There you go. Unintentional, but still goddamn champion.
That's right.
Beefy Sundays.
Yep. Matt, we did a 1 week runoff sponsor to promote their event last week.
Yeah.
Common Craft did a North Shore Beefs pop-up where Chef Matty Marquis of Jamie's fame was doing his version of the old 3-way plus the pumpkin spice latte basic white girl beef. Which
so basically, it's not an NDA, but maybe whatever beef version of that is lifted.
it's a non-compete.
The man can make beefs again.
Because
we did this about 6 months ago.
We did. From what I understand, the non-compete is not relevant to Matt doing a pop-up at a place 30 miles away.
That made sense, and I think that's exactly what we said. It's like he's not opening a beef shop; he's making a sandwich one fucking day.
So that's the thing: is the previous regime at Jamie's decided to fight a man who just wanted to make a sandwich for a special. And I never saw the legal documents.
We're gonna keep the menu the same. We're gonna keep the name the same. We're gonna honor that man's legacy, but fuck him if he makes a sandwich.
That's right. So
that was the old regime, by the way. We love Jamie's now.
Yes, yeah. Jamie's is under new ownership, and I think it's funny. I keep getting shit from the same person that I drove Jamie's into the ground, and it drives me nuts because I was solicited to help Jamie's for free.
Yep.
By the previous regime.
The old owners slid into your dirty DMs.
Because they were struggling.
In a greasy four-way with you, Billy, and Dan Bob.
That's right. We didn't get paid. All we were doing was trying to help.
Hey, guys, help me out. Here's some help. Go fuck yourself.
Literally that.
That's basically how it went, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, listen, I know you think I ruined this guy's life. I tried to help him. He didn't listen, and the place was already ruined, so fuck off.
Right.
The conspiracy theories. So anyways, Matt
like you. That's all it is.
I know. I was friends with this kid in high school. Like, what are we doing?
No, settle down.
Yeah. So, Matt did a beef pop up at Common Craft in Beverly, in Burlington on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Again, the non-compete has been lifted, I guess, because it was bullshit to begin with, considering.
Right. It's a
and Matt is friendly with the new people, so whatever, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Although I did think it was bold that he did put in his social media little promotional thing of him fighting all the beef shops, and one was Jamie's.
Here's the thing.
I found that interesting.
I saw it. I liked it because I like that kind of antagonizing. Mm-hmm. And I'm here for it because, you know what? If you're going to do beef fucking one day at this point, a year.
Yeah, yes, roughly.
Do all the fucking promoting you can do and make it as fucking heelish and fucking whatever. Get people talking because... I mean, from the looks of it in the beef group, a lot of people fucking showed up.
They did.
It was basically like a beef event, an unofficial beef event.
It was a handful of us. What's funny is the picture you didn't see that was not posted. Same picture of Matt, but he was in a different setting. Mm-hmm. Quite funny. A little more antagonistic, if you will.
I gotcha.
But we didn't.
You don't want to be an asshole.
That got sent to me privately, and that's where it stays, of course.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be an asshole about it. You want to promote your shit. You don't want to be a dick.
No, I was pretty amused by it. So yeah, all the usual typical people were there. Mm-hmm. The place is kind of cool. Outdoor seating.
Never been.
I brought the dog. The only issue I had was that they have this turf outside for pets and kids.
Right.
And it's like got these like sand fleas.
Kids at breweries. That's what we didn't put on the fucking list.
That's right. That's all right. That's a forever topic.
Yeah.
They have like these sand fleas, and they were getting all of my business. I didn't enjoy it. I couldn't go inside because I had the dog.
Yeah.
So that was annoying. But I ordered his regular 3-way, mm-hmm. and got some wings. It was very good. But this is the nerd thing you want to talk about. Why I had an issue with the beef.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, thank you for reminding me. God damn it. I read I actually was scrolling and I saw your review while we were doing pre-show, and you said, what was it like? If it had a second it was notched down on the slicer, it would be in the 9s. What the fuck does that mean?
It was cut thick.
How thick?
A notch.
Like a notch doesn't seem like a lot.
listen, there's settings. You just like a toaster almost. You just change the how thick you want it. This was too thick. A notch, just a tiny bit too thick.
Mm-hmm.
If you go too thin, it's shaved. That's gross. You need it like there's a perfect little spot that he hadn't achieved yet.
How are slicers measured?
I think
like is it
60,
actually notches or is it like a millimeter thing or?
I think it's 1/16 of an inch.
Okay.
So it didn't need much, but if it's too thick, it comes out in a clump. You can't bite through it.
Gotcha. If
it's too thin, it's not good. It's shaved. It's gross. And I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Dan Bob was there.
Of course he was.
Before I got mine, he was already eating his. And he goes, it's a little thick. I said, okay. I go, that was an issue with Jamie's in the beginning. He goes, yeah, I texted Matt. Because, of course, he did. They're also good friends.
I
like
know,
he's
I know.
Big time. Like it sounds like a dick, but Dan Bob and Matt are good friends. And I got mine still a little thick.
Now, when he said that, did he mean he got his sandwich, went out, sat down, ate his sandwich, and texted him from like 30 feet away?
Well, man, so this place is big.
Okay. Again, I've never been.
Yeah, it's wait service. Unless you scan a QR code, order through your phone, and then someone brings you your food and they expect 20%, but that's beside the point.
We have that whenever we get to New Hampshire.
Yep. No, so Dan was sitting at his table outside, and the food got delivered, and it was a little thick, so he finished the sandwich and said, hey, Matt, tune the slicer down a bit because it's a little thick.
Gotcha.
Now, because Matt is a man who can accept constructive criticism, we'll say, because I know some of the other criticism set him off a little bit, but constructive, man can handle.
Okay.
And what he did was he fixed it. Because when I saw Petros's beef,
it was different from yours.
It was thinner. It was a notch thinner.
It was a notch thinner.
And he threw his beef a 9.4 because he said, wow, it was all there. The flavor was there.
Yeah.
It was perfect. He got those Harry fucking Bella's onion rolls.
No fennel?
No fennel. So
did anybody get the pumpkin spice latte beef?
Dan Bob's wife did. She liked it, but she would prefer the three-way. And Javier got one too. Javier got one of each. This is the funny thing about
holy shit.
Well, here's the thing about these mutants that I associate with.
Yeah.
I would never in a million years in a public place start screaming pastelito over and over again.
The man's dancing.
Mike, there's people everywhere.
I know.
I was sitting next. I was right there. How do you do that in public?
Yeah.
Confines of my truck, I'll yell and scream.
Yeah.
But also I can't stop saying fuck, so I can't do that in a public place. But still, he's got Dan Bob trying to kiss him in the video. The man didn't even break character. What a legend.
What was it? Like he said something about your mom's pussy and everybody almost fucking spit
that was so good. He's done that one twice recently. It's fucking great. He did the one outside of Johnny's.
That was actually the one.
Yep.
That was the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
So what's funny about that is I had met up with him because he won the beef Olympics.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on gift cards for him. I'd had him, and he doesn't live local, and I don't see him. So I'm like, all right, I'll give him to you Saturday. I'll give you what I have, and I'll get the rest because it's hard to fucking get these things. Some are far, far away.
Some get traded in for toilets. I mean, shit happens, man.
Listen, I don't trade any of mine in. I trade mine in for reviews. I like content. It turned out though, I saw him the next fucking day. So we had this big grand plan on Saturday to meet up, and there it was Sunday. I'm like, why did we do this? So yeah, Javier got one of each. Findell was there with his girlfriend. Me and my wife were there, and the whole crowd. And Petros.
I think the first picture I saw was like, I don't know, fucking 10 a.m. Petros in the corner somewhere with a bourbon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the thing with Petros. He did a shower chug that morning on the beer page. Then he was in the speakeasy of this place. They had 4 different bars.
Right.
Speakeasy drinking bourbon when I got there. Couldn't find him. And then he was drinking beer, and so I walk in to get a beer at the main little bar when you walk inside, and Petros and Javier are having a conversation about working out, and it seems very one-sided.
Yep.
Because Javier does not even he's a straight edge. I don't know if you follow him on TikTok, but Javier has a history, and he's very open about it.
Okay.
Like, he's a former heroin addict. He's done it all. He almost died. He's got a whole thing. So he's next to Petros.
No, he doesn't drink either.
No drinking, doesn't even smoke weed. He's like
real sober, not like anything but meth sober.
Yes, he's real sober. Yeah, legit. Because he's honest. He said, I talked to him about it. He goes, I was smoking weed to like keep me from doing worse drugs. He goes, and I became dependent on weed.
Yeah.
So it's like, people say it's not addictive.
It's like a substitute addiction.
Yeah, it is addictive to some people where it doesn't make you physically addicted, but it's a mental addiction. You need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Your body requires, like me with McDonald's. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
But so here's Petros on drink number 30.
Yeah.
Talking to Javier about his glutes and squeezing off the pump and things of that nature. And all of a sudden, I go back in a few minutes later for another beer, and now they're going to the gym. Javier and Petros are going to the gym because Petros has a black card from Planet Fitness. He's going to take Javier with him. Now, Petros is pretty well fucking cocked at this point.
Yeah.
And Javier is sober for years. And Petros starts talking about his pre-workout.
Okay.
And I'm here for this. I'm like, and I'm listening. I'm like, pre-workout, huh? That's a great idea. So with some liquid cocaine. Get yourself ready.
I've never understood pre-workout. I've heard people talk about it. It sounds horrifying to some people our size and our age.
It's bad for the heart.
Yeah, it sounds like, mainlining cocaine into your heart with one of those fucking Pulp Fiction needles.
My cousin drank a pre-workout before a 5K and was found in the woods in Saugus, like the what's it called? Something?
Yeah, heartbreak, something like that.
Whatever it's called. He was found about dead, and they had to rescue him out of there because he did some pre-workout.
I don't get it.
He's alive now. He's playing in the golf tournament, but he was dead. He was going to be dead.
Breakheart
Reservation.
Reservation.
You can't. We're too fat and old and big to do these things.
Yeah.
So I'm listening also, to Petros.
Like, what the fuck? Just it's not like you're going into any competition here. Not like I mean like an actual athletic competition. It's like you're just trying to not die. So maybe, I don't know, jump on the hamster wheel for 30 minutes. Maybe lift things up and put them down for another 30 minutes and go the fuck home. Like pre-workout makes zero sense to me. Like,
I have a question.
Like if you can't get your fucking heart moving, just don't even bother.
Drink a coffee. How's that sound? Black coffee.
Yeah, I guess.
You're tired. So you're telling me, hold on, chugging beers and drinking whiskey and eating giant beef and then taking some liquid cocaine and heading to the gym is not a recipe for success?
Well, it's also the funny thing is guys our age doing it because we grew up in a time where this shit didn't exist. I mean, it's called steroids, I guess, but but like, think about it. Like when you played high school football and high school sports and stuff, it's like we weren't fucking dumping powders into a drink. We were putting them up our nose.
That's right.
Like a real man.
So he starts talking about his pre-workout though. Like he's gonna take this pre-workout. I'm like, Petros, what do you take for pre-workout? He's like, I got a special. It's liquid. I'm like, okay, all right. He's like, it's liquid Viagra. I go, what do you mean it's liquid Viagra? It's because these are his words.
What kind of workout we doing here, pal?
Exactly. In Javier, we don't know, but we do might like both. You don't know. He's very fluid with his behavior. I don't know what he does in real life, but he does paint his nails. Okay. We don't know if he's down for a devil's, whatever it's called. We don't know.
Sure.
We'll get there.
Sure.
So Petros keeps talking about liquid Viagra, and I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, it's Tadalafil.
Did he say it? Of course he said it like that. I don't even ask.
Tadalafil. Like, Tadalafil? He's like, yeah. I go, no, that's Cialis. There's no Viagra. I go, listen, trust me.
That much your boy knows.
Sildenafil is Viagra. Tadalafil is Cialis, and they work in different ways.
All right.
Viagra gets you hard immediately. Cialis gives you 8 hours of fun to get hard if you want.
It's like a time release thing.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's like it opens the bloodways up, so if you get excited, it gets you excited. Where Viagra, you are getting hard whether you like it or not.
Where does this benefit working out?
Greek gay porn hard. Underground Greek gay porn hard. So he told me he takes a 0.5 milliliter dose, which is for pre-workout, but if you go to 0.75 up to 1, it's for date night.
So,
I go, you're
so
taking
that black
fucking
card gets you into the cruising room of fucking Planet Fitness, apparently.
So I'm sitting there going, so if you guys are doing chest and you're going heavy and you're spotting Javier, you're going to be fucking rocking a hard on his forehead. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? He's going to fucking just asking. Hit the dick, hit the dick, hit the dick. Like, are you... What? So he literally was taking fucking Cialis as pre-workout. Then
That's so counterproductive.
I couldn't believe it. I'm so baffled. Then randomly, so I had to get out of the zoo for a while. The zoo was the inmates, the primates were running the asylum. The zoo was too much for me. I had to go.
According to Tashi, he also had an invisible phone conversation.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was sitting with Tashi and Tyler and my wife, and he's just yelling to nobody. And it looks like he's talking to someone 30 feet away because he's talking like you would someone far away. And like, I think he's FaceTiming someone. And Tashi goes, no one's got a phone in the hand over there.
Oh, he has a phone.
So he was FaceTiming an imaginary person. I think it was McGrath. McGrath probably
thought he was live on Facebook. He just forgot to pick his hand up.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he was definitely fucking just FaceTiming nobody.
Oh, my God.
He was answering questions that weren't being asked. I couldn't hear the voices. There was no Bluetooth headset. He was interesting.
Right.
So again, I had to get out of there at one point. I was like, this place is too much for me. The mutants are running the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
So I go home. I drop Leo off. Petros and Javier, I see in the parking lot talking about pre-workout and anal sex and having who has condoms and things of that nature.
Right.
Are you taking Descovy? Me too. Great. So I go home and I go to my wife. I gotta get somewhere. I just feel comfortable. I gotta get somewhere that's not so stressed. Because I get, me, I'm weird in crowds.
Sure.
I got these issues. I'm like, let's drop the dog off. Let's go out and watch the first half of the Patriots game. Somewhere I feel safe. So not double bowl because I don't feel safe at double bowl because people get that. That's a quality hang for a lot of these people that I see everywhere. So I go, you know what would be great?
I know where you're going.
Let's go to Fibbers. No, Fibbers.
No, I know. And the problem, I feel the problem is you don't keep anything to yourself.
Nope.
I mean, I appreciate it because Fibbers has sponsored the show quite a few times now. But you don't have your own place, like a place that you don't tell people about, like the place to get away. So they probably went to Double Bowl and was like, well, Andy's not here. I bet he's over at Fibbers.
Well, that would be true if I thought about this completely.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about one thing. Now, again, I have no issue with
option 3 will be champions.
Oh, they'll find me there.
It's like there's only a few fucking places.
But I'm also not looking to get away from anyone specific, just get away from everyone.
Right. No, I understand.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like, oh, fuck these. No, it's I just wanted a place where I could sit with my wife and not talk about roast beef sandwiches and just watch the game.
Continue, because I want you to tell us what happened next.
I'm sitting at the bar. Well, first of all, 2 beefers are sitting to my right and they want to talk, which is okay. That happens though, whatever. Random people. Cool. Hi. Beef. Cool.
Kind of a big deal.
I also went to high school with one of them, so it wasn't like a random person. It was this kid, Jeff. I'm like, oh, what's up, Jeff? Oh, Jamie's. Oh, great. Cool. Let's talk about it. And then I look at one of the bartenders, the 4:00 shift for the Pats game shows up, and I happen to recognize her.
Yeah.
Very well. And she used to work at Double Bull.
Okay.
Wonderful young lady. Will be someone that we will include in our contest if we do it.
Okay.
Heidi is her name. Awesome bartender. Was phenomenal at Double Bull. Really nice. Also very friendly with a current beef group person. They're really good friends.
Gotcha.
And he walks. Mr. McGrath comes strutting in. I like Jay, but again, I wasn't looking for more. I love Jay. Jay's a great guy.
Right.
But I'm not looking for more. I'm looking for less. Just want to sit facing the TV, drink some beer, maybe eat some wings, and cool.
Right.
And then Jay's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" I was trying to relax. I'm talking to Jay again.
Just trying to relax, pal.
I hadn't seen Jay at all that day. It wasn't like he was at the previous event, so
he didn't go to that.
No, he was busy getting his.
See, I thought he went to that.
No, he was getting his work truck ready to go because he sneezed and crashed his truck. That's a true story.
Sure.
He sneezed and totaled his truck. He was driving and sneezed and rear-ended someone so bad his truck was totaled. He had to get a new one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we are as zoo creatures, folks.
Yeah, I assumed, because I knew he showed up. I assumed he was at the thing.
Nope, didn't see him at all. Actually, I said,
"Where's Jay?" What I just said about going place to place, discard that. He was going to drink and see his chick.
I assumed he was going to be there. I said, "Where's McGrath?" I was like, "Oh, he can't come." Tashi was finding out. Whatever, cool,
right.
And then I find out Jay and Petros were going to hang out that day. I'm like, I just saw Petros drink everything and eat beef and then go to the gym after he took Cialis. I really don't. I think I've had my fill. Again, I love Petros. He's awesome, but he's a lot, and I was trying to just chill. And then he came in like a hurricane.
Yeah.
All bricked up, ready to go. And I started telling the story about the Cialis. Now he's on the phone with his physician, I guess.
Still drunk, hard as a rock.
Yelling at the physician about, they're saying I'm on fucking Cialis. Oh, I am? Oh, it's a low
dose. So he had no idea that this allegedly, it sounds like prescribed pre-workout, which is a whole other issue, is also, he had no idea it was Cialis.
He turns out, I guess if you take a low dose of Cialis, it is okay to pre-workout with because it opens blood vessels up and gets blood moving. I'm not a doctor, but according to these people, it is. And I'm like, get me the fuck out here. I don't know how to explain it to a non-anxious person.
Yeah.
But I was in DEFCON 5. I couldn't meet in the public anymore. And I was having a good time at Fibbers when no one was there. Bartender was quick with the drink. The wings came out. It was half-price wings. What a world. When I ordered wings, the girl was, how many? I said, I don't know. As many as you can fit in a fucking plate. Hurry up.
Yeah.
No more questions. But
and that was my Sunday. I know I asked you about it. They do that. What the fuck is this? The upside down wing?
Inside out wings, which is they do a buffalo caramel with a blue cheese crumble, and it doesn't sound like it'd be good, but whatever the magician behind that line is doing, the chef, because they probably have one. Wow. Yeah. I think one of our off days, I'm gonna have to, because I've never been. I think I have to go. It's a worthy wing spot.
Yeah.
It's a really cool bar. Bartenders are surly enough, it's got that cool like North Shore dickhead vibe, but they're also really helpful and nice, and they'll treat you right, but they got a little edge to them, which is nice. It's just one of those places that you never really hear a bad thing about. So it's like, all right, well, I got a couple off days when I'm up there for the golf tournament. I'm like, yep. All right, well, I think it's going to be worth a trip over there. Definitely, yeah. Just hit up Craig first. Make sure he knows you're coming. That VIP treatment. Oh yeah. I'll give him the whole. I don't pay for food, by the way, anywhere. So, yeah. So be prepared. I'm either leaving with a handshake or I'm walking on the check. So that's just going to happen because big deal coming through. What he will do instead of that is put a reserve sign in the bar, so you get a seat. I love that. Which is pretty sweet. I mean, that actually, I'd rather pay and get that than anything else. True. So yeah, that was my Sunday, Beefy Sunday. Interesting. Holy shit. Day. All right. I got home and quietly sat there for about 2 hours without speaking. There's two ways we could do a segue into Gary. One is talking more about Petros's dick. The other one is making some kind of Vince McMahon reference. You pick. I want the Vince McMahon reference. All right. So Netflix put out a 6-part documentary this past week on Vince McMahon. So if you've ever shit on a girl's head while your personal trainer fucked her, and then after you're done shitting, you went to the shower, washed off, told the personal trainer, hey, keep fucking her, pal, came back and then finished in her mouth, you might need Gary Girolamo, and I'm going to go take a piss. No, so Gary Girolamo group of cross-country mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Here's the thing. The election is a-coming. These motherfucking slippery politicians, prostitutions, I almost said, which would make more sense. They'll do anything to get elected, including lower the rates. So right now the rates are down. Inflation's going down. Disregard the docs and the big crisis there. We're not talking about that. We're talking about mortgage rates. Gary Girolamo group of Cross Country Mortgage is your guy. They are the people you need to talk to when it comes to mortgages. They can't change the rates. What they can do is give you incredible service, which is important. maybe even bought a house before. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Gary Girolamo and the Gary Girolamo group will make it easier for you. They are the people you want to talk to about getting a mortgage. Also, the presenting sponsor of the North Shore Beefs annual golf tournament. And this year, their large check to become the presenting sponsor is going straight to the Pete Frates Foundation for ALS Research, which is one of the greatest possible causes in the world. If you were alive a couple of years ago during the Ice Bucket Challenge, which is the most viral fundraiser of all time, that's where the money went, to the Pete Frates Foundation, which goes to ALS research. And I mean, ALS is like, it's fucking terrible. It's gun to your head if you get it. Terrible. We got to find a cure for this thing. And I mean, it's just, and also when I do a charity event like this, the money goes to the right place. We don't just give it to some giant conglomerate with all these people on the payroll. We collect the money, we pay the bills, everything left over goes to the charity. Your boy gets not a fucking penny. No one gets a penny. But Gary Girolamo Group is a presenting sponsor of this year's North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament, and we thank them. And they also sponsor this podcast.
Yes, they do.
Yes, at Buy and Refi on Instagram.
And Buy and Refi with Gary.com is the website. Ben Franklin Print Company. Saw some of the flags coming off the line. They look fantastic.
Yeah, he's the flag sponsor of this year's tournament.
Flag sponsor. BenFranklinPrintco.com is the website. They're located at 177 North Main Street in Middleton. The Instagram is BenFranklin_Printco. If you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order, kid.
It's true.
Joe will wrap pretty much anything. He'll print anything. He'll put it on a coffin if you want to. Lots of trucks.
Oh, the coffin thing. I was there when the guy was showing Joe the fucking thing.
Go ahead.
I witnessed this presentation where they're doing coffin wrapping.
You're not even joking anymore.
No. There's
somebody's been taking our advice and is actually gonna wrap a coffin for it.
They're doing the coffin and then they're doing headstones.
They're gonna wrap a headstone.
Wrapping headstones. It's something different. Also, I was there like 2 weeks ago and Joe was wrapping a hockey helmet.
That one makes sense.
For I think the Bruins,
like a pro.
I think a goalie.
I'm guessing it's not Swayman.
No,
I'm guessing he hasn't committed to getting a helmet wrap just yet.
No, I told Joe, I said I need you to wrap a helmet with my logo, one of my logos on it, and hurry the fuck up so I can put it behind me.
A hockey helmet.
Yeah.
You know what you need to start doing? Just kind of sneak your logo into pro wraps. So like all of a sudden you see the Bruins goalie and it's just some weird close up and like right on the jaw is what the fuck is that on there?
Well, we use the Bruins beef logo and they wouldn't even notice it. Like, wow, that's a fucking sick beef.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Or we just got to get in touch with one of the goalies and have them just put that shit on there.
That's right. I'll pay for it. Hurry up.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ben Franklin Print Company. Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers. 120 Andover Street, that's Route 114 in Danvers. Right beside the Guitar Center, just follow the beer signs on Route 114. Go to their website, twistedfatebrewing.com. Click on Find Our Beer to find out where Twisted Fate is being poured and what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate. For taproom hours, go to the Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing. Kid. Yes.
I have news if you're done.
I'm done.
Twisted Fate Brewing, speaking of beer and golf tournaments,
yes,
they will be on the 16th hole, giving samples.
That is where I will be as well, sir.
Beer samples. No, you'll be somewhere else with Festa causing a ruckus with naked ladies.
We're gonna make frequent stops at the 16th hole, I think.
So yeah, last year we had Rumson's rum. The woman broke her leg and can't do it. So Dave is going to send his, I believe, either his friend Dave or his sister-in-law Courtney or both to that hole, which is the same hole that Findell and McGrath hang out at. My wife's at and Catherine's at. And it's a whole hole.
It's a party hole.
It was a couple party. We're gonna have 3 party holes. I believe
it's a party hole.
It's just like your mom. It's a potty hole.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So yeah, that's exciting.
Let's see. 1, 2. We got 3. 1, 2. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do that one later. All right, let's dive into it. So, as I mentioned before, we cut to Gary. Netflix did a 6-part documentary on Vince McMahon. They didn't cover the pooping, by the way.
The pooping got.
The pooping was happening during the interview.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And Vince kind of was like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not going to show up to the last bit of this thing. As a former wrestling fan,
yeah,
back in the 80s,
yeah,
in early 2000s, I took a break during the Attitude. During like the
post
Hulk Hogan, and before The Rock and Stone Cold became popular. I was not involved.
A lot of people did our age because we were mid-teens, basically. We were learning to drive. We were, starting to drink, finding our dicks.
Fuck bitches. I found that documentary to be so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you had said most of the stories were out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pieced together a lot of stories. You're a wrestling guy. You had a wrestling show for a while.
I did.
I am a casual wrestling fan who punched in and out over the years, so a lot of that shit was news to me.
Right.
And I found it fascinating how much of a fucking scumbag Vince McMahon truly is. Holy fuck.
But there's still part. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Oh no, I get it. Trust me, I
get
a lot of it. I guess I get a lot of it, except for the sexual abuse.
Yeah, which again, the documentary doesn't really get into because he bailed out, and they just they did news clips in the last episode.
Couple lawsuits, lawsuits over the years.
All right, so here's the other thing.
Yeah, not the sexual, not the trafficking.
Not the most recent 76-page document. No.
Yes, not the one you studied.
Right, exactly. Such good fucking toilet reading. His text messages are just retarded. But no, so yeah, some of the stuff. But again, like the referee, the blonde chick from the 80s.
Yep.
That, like, I knew that story. So when that popped up, I was like, yeah, I know. She settled out of court. Okay, fine. The ring
Stratus.
Yeah, but Trish wasn't a problem, and Trish actually defended him. She was like,
yeah, because she got paid to come back. She sued him.
Okay, that's Sable.
No, she sued him one. Oh, okay,
that
Sable,
was Sable.
Okay.
Trish was the one that got on all fours and barked like a dog, and she's like, "Yeah, we elicited the reaction you all wanted." Because every time
Trish gets it,
huh?
Trish gets it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was also a bit. It's like she approved doing it. She went out to the ring in front of 20,000 people, stripped down to her fucking bra and panties, and got on the floor and barked like a goddamn dog.
Sidebar real quick. I would rather fuck 2024 Trish than that one. Because she is keeping it together.
She's so, yeah.
Like, that woman is hot. And you can tell work's been done, but it wasn't too much. It was just enough to keep her tight, but not looking like she's, oh God. Yeah. God, does she look good.
I did actually pull this one here. Let me see. Where's the that image? Your favorite quote of maybe the whole goddamn documentary.
About Pat?
I didn't like Pat because he kept grabbing my pecker in the locker room. And
I love the way he said wrestling.
But because of Tony Atlas's fucking accent, the producer goes, "What?" That's a direct quote. He didn't say, "Can you please repeat that?" You hear off camera, "What? Hey, grab my pecker."
Tony Atlas was my favorite part of the whole documentary. One, because of that quote. Two, he's still jacked out of his mind and shows a sleeveless collar shirt and tie.
Fucking a dress shirt, sleeves cut off with a tie.
Like, that guy, like, MVP of the whole documentary by far, MVP. Wrestling, but Vince is just such a
pecker. And
I had that doctorate, of course, and make it that I'm grabbing peckers.
Yes, of course.
And my Photoshop skills aren't perfect, but if you don't look close, you can. It looks legit.
Looks like Ferg grabbed my pecker.
If you look from far away, I'm grabbing dick. I liked when he said, well, why didn't you turn him in? Like, rat him out. I was like, to who?
I mean, Vince? He's not wrong.
Of course he's not wrong.
That's the fucked up thing about all this.
Culture.
Like, it's like, it's carny, it's circus, it's mafia. It's like, who the fuck are you going to go to?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. Wrap me out. You're out of a job.
Wrap me out. You were never gonna and that was back in the day where you probably wouldn't end up living the next day.
It's funny. Like, to who? I remember that. I thought, tell who?
Yeah.
Vince, I'm getting fired.
Yeah.
Pat grabs your pecker. You get over it.
Yeah, you get over that shit.
You wrestle.
You wrestle through it, pal.
That's right. This is the treatment. Again, we talked about this briefly. The correlation, though, of the beef page in wrestling, minus the pecker grabbing,
right,
is very much like you got people who are loved, people who get the heat, who are hated. We prop people up. We build them up. When they piss us off, we take them down.
True.
They have a shelf life that their popularity only lasts for so long, or they only can do it for so long.
Right.
And once that's over, we find a new person.
I mean, you are the Vince McMahon of the beef group.
Facebook beefing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about the amount of people that have been so popular and important for the page and aren't anymore.
Right.
Very few can like I'll say if I'm gonna our Hulk Hogan is Dan Bob.
Yes.
The only one that can persevere through years and years of being on the a top guy, a draw, a sellout guy.
Yeah.
An absolute legend, and he doesn't he doesn't post as often, but when he does,
yeah, the
people show up.
Right.
And once in a while, he comes out of fucking nowhere and drops the leg on someone's champion again. And it's just like we've been joking around in the beef group about doing an election.
Yeah.
Coinciding with the election for the next MVP, where Al Delado's the incumbent, and
that's a good one.
We find some of it. Yeah, it's been kicked around. It's a lot of work, so I'm not sure, but golf tournament first, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, who would he go against? He'd go against fucking Jumptown and he'd curb stomp him. The only person that could beat Al, the current MVP, is Dan Bob.
Yeah.
Potentially Billy if he tried.
Well,
if Billy wanted to.
On sheer popularity, yes. Then you got to go. I would love to see a beef group debate. I would love to see these motherfuckers just fucking have a war of words with each other.
Well, what's funny is so we joke about the zoo,
but it would have to be like this, like live on fucking Instagram or Facebook or a podcast you might have, moderated, of course, so that nobody's talking over each other and we can fact check everything, of course.
Dan Bob's a master debater.
He's a master.
One of the best.
Yeah.
It was funny but Al's like a educated guy.
Oh, I know.
Not that I'm saying that Dan's stupid, but Dan drives a fucking shit truck like a piece of shit himself. No, but Dan's a working class fella.
Yeah.
Works for his family, works his balls off, makes good money, but Al's he's got a master's degree. Yeah. So I'd be curious to see them but Dan's also here's my my theory on people who are smart.
So we would have to kind of we would have to grade with a curve, for lack of a better term, where it's like Dan can just show up, but Al needs to be at least 9 beers deep before he starts.
I think he gets better after 9 beers. I don't know when you can beat Al. Al is phenomenal. But you know what though? Like, here's the way I gauge someone's intelligence.
Yeah.
Are they funny?
Mm-hmm.
Not funny to laugh at. Do they do things or say things that are funny?
Funny queer.
Can you make me laugh without falling down or saying something wicked stupid that makes me laugh? Are you intentionally funny?
Right.
And I think that is the gauge for intelligence in this world. It's not about how smart you are on a test and how. If you're clever and funny, you're probably not stupid.
Right.
Dan is quite clever and quite funny. He just plays an idiot on TV.
He does it well.
Some people, we don't know what we do, aren't playing.
No,
they are funny for their own reason. But no,
they're fucking chin strap funny.
A debate would be hysterical.
I think,
or spelling.
I think it would. If you do it, it has to be done. If you do it, if you do a beef group election, debates have to be done.
God, imagine. I just want to do the nominations by itself to see who people want, because I know people who should be nominated that probably wouldn't do it. Like Dan's like fucking Clinton now. He's president fucking 30 years ago. What are you gonna do? Have him be president again?
Right.
But I mean, McGrath would want to be it, and he would spell words wrong verbally. He'd look at both cameras at once. The guy would kill it. Mike Sullivan would just yell at people. It was phenomenal.
But he wouldn't yell into the microphone.
He just yelled. He'd turn around and start screaming at the wall. You fucking
two
idiot.
blocks away. Yeah, motherfucker.
And then you get the mayor Aldolado just like, oh, well, I do appreciate
the only one that does anything right.
I do appreciate a large beef, but sometimes 2 juniors is better. But sauce on the side when you get to go beef. So I know what I'm doing. I put them in a wrap sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the election needs to happen. We got to coincide it.
Anyway,
so Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beef group is wrestling where it's
is.
Who's next, who's the next person, who's the next fascination.
Right.
And I'm always looking.
Yeah.
Heidi was she was Sable for a minute.
She was Sable for a hot minute.
Miss Elizabeth, and we'll see.
Yep.
She's supposedly coming to the tournament.
Miss Elizabeth, I think she's dead.
My gaping masshole is coming too.
Of course she is.
Yeah, we got
fucking
she's
better.
She's on the circus hole. We're calling it. That's the Festa U.
Oh no!
Cabaret strippers and my gaping masshole.
Oh no!
Oh no! Mr. Bill.
That's the dirty party hole.
It's gonna be 3 holes that are gonna have people at them.
We're occupying all of them, baby.
Yes. You have the one that people are gonna be scared of.
Can we just mulligan over this shit?
Yeah, just fucking. You're gonna ruin people's days.
I'll never forget. They just fucking drive the carts right by the hole.
I'll never forget when Festa looked at Gary Girolamo's club head cover, and it was made to look like his dog. And he said something along the lines of, "Nice head cover. You fucked that thing." And Gary goes, "It's my dog," and it just died. He goes, "Oh, you fucked it to death."
You just need to just move on. You can't flinch. You can't respond.
That is the presenting sponsor of the whole tournament, Jimmy.
Jesus Christ.
He's been sponsoring our podcast since day fucking 1. And you made fun of his dog head cover. And after he said it died, you asked if he fucked it to death. Like that's Festa though.
Yeah.
That's him. He's the best. I don't know who else will be there. We're still working on the crowd.
Jesus.
But I want more the merrier. Like, show up and fucking hang out. I don't care. Just bring a beach chair, hang out.
You got a lot of motherfuckers showing up.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want a circus.
You have it, sir.
We have a TrackMan range that measure people's swing speeds. We got a $10,000 TrackMan range.
The fuck is that?
Some cool machine that they put in front of the ball. You swing as hard as you can, and it measures everything to do your swing and tells you how to fix it. It's free. I don't know. The golf lounge in Peabody donated it, and they're gonna hang out and just promote their business and do this shit for free. Cool, love it.
It's like actual business people just gonna hang out with this fucking group of savages.
We have an insurance company sponsoring a $10,000 hole in one. They can hang out.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but yeah, holy shit, man. We
have a on one of the par 3s. Haven't decided which one yet. A $10,000 prize for a hole in one.
You're not even fucking around. This isn't Rama sitting at one of the holes with $500 in his hand. This is actually $10,000 for a hole in one on one of these fucking. You
get a hole in one, you get 10 grand. All right. So jumping right back in, which we were 2 seconds ago, I just dropped the bomb that
$10,000.
$10,000 prize for a hole in one. This isn't a bullshit car lease. This is money in your pocket.
Not gift cards. Not one of those 100-gram fucking chocolate bars.
Nope. A $10,000 prize on, I forget which par 3 it's going to be. We're going to figure out maybe 8. We don't know. Maybe 16. We don't know.
You said 10,000. How many are there?
The par 3s?
Yeah.
There's 6, but only one's gonna have the thing.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
So I would 6. Okay, I would go in one of the later holes. But the thing is, there is, as I say that, there really isn't because it's the scramble.
Everyone's thought somewhere different. So here's the thing. So if you tee off on the correct hole, which will have a representative from the company in the whole thing, and happen to drop a ball in the hole in your first shot without cheating, without any scandal, the first person to do that, if anyone does it, gets $10,000.
Fucking wild.
Now, this money's not coming from me because Mama didn't raise no fool. We have purchased an insurance policy.
Sure.
cover, just like Jordan's Furniture does, you know.
Yeah.
And we have gotten
What do they give away? A free like chair or something for the Red Sox or something?
It's free furniture if they win. And they were still advertising it 3 days ago after they were mathematically eliminated.
Fucking hilarious.
They could not possibly win. I saw the commercial, but hey, good for them.
They haven't given that away in 15 years.
Nope. No, that's 20 years actually.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
2004.
Wow.
They did another prize one year, was like $1,000 off because the Red Sox
they won a random ass Sunday game.
It was something weird. So then my wife's going, well, every penny we take from the charity and buy stuff is less for the charity. I go, yeah, I'll get it sponsored. From who? Oceanside Cabinets.
There you go.
They are paying for a sponsor. They're paying for the insurance policy so that we can offer $10,000.
See?
So the charity lost nothing.
So the charity is still getting all their money.
Yep.
And one of you fucking animals might get $10,000 if you can sink a fucking hole in one.
Now, I've never had one. I think this week from Friday is the day.
That would be amazing if you got it.
And if I won my tournament when I do. My ringer, I think he just broke his own personal best, which is the course record already recently.
Fucking Andy wins his own tournament and sinks a $10,000 hole in one.
Can you imagine?
What a cunt.
And I donate none of that money to charity. I buy my daughter a nice car for her fucking birthday.
Oh my God. Fucking hilarious.
Enjoy. So yeah, that's exciting. Very exciting stuff.
So I think we're kind of wrapped on.
We did
Vince.
I mean,
there's a whole mess of it, but we're not trying to get too fucking wrestling nerdy into this shit.
No, but also watch the documentary. I guess is the recommendation.
Yeah,
watch it. It's fucking good. It's interesting.
Before we go, I think honestly, so for wrestling fans like myself who knew most of the stories, to me the most, I'll say, interesting comment came from Steve Austin when he said he didn't believe in CTE.
Yeah, I watched that one 3 times so far.
Yeah, it was during they were having a conversation about Chris Benoit, and yeah, like it was
when they
good
when they cut to the neuroscientist who used to be a wrestler.
Right.
They immediately after he said, they go, but yeah, so this is CTE.
Yeah.
He has it. I think he was trying to say, I don't believe wrestlers can get CTE.
Well, I think
Steve
meant I think he meant two things in that one comment. He was saying, if you're doing professional wrestling correctly, you shouldn't be getting that many concussions.
True.
Otherwise, you're doing it incorrectly. Mm-hmm. And because, as he said, been dropped on his head once or twice, only had 1 or 2 concussions.
When Vince goes, I don't know when he got a concussion, as they showed the clip of him getting a concussion.
Vince
see the way he
concussed many times, hence he doesn't remember any of them.
Well, no, like when he goes, Steve Austin got a concussion, and Vince goes, I don't remember Steve ever getting a concussion. He just forgot the match. And
that was
as
Undertaker.
He's saying that,
Undertaker.
No.
Yes, it was. Steve. Yeah, 100% it was. It was so Undertaker lost.
Yeah, you're right.
He said he was too emotional over losing at WrestleMania. It's like, no, Vince. There's video footage of you yelling he's concussed.
Listen, he didn't want to put Brock over. What are you gonna do?
But no, I feel that Steve was saying, if you do pro wrestling correctly, you're not going to get that many concussions because you're doing it correctly and you're doing it safely. It's it's an orchestrated physical dance.
It is.
I also feel the other part of that was him saying that he didn't believe it had to do with Benoit killing his whole family and himself.
Yeah,
maybe not.
That's
I don't
a discussion for another day.
I'm not a doctor or a police officer.
Could have been a psycho in general. How about Vince doing that? That was during the Vince keeps fucking up phase, and they do this huge tribute to Benoit, and then the next day, he killed his family. What time?
That whole there was a 72-hour period where Vince did a storyline where he died.
Yep, that's right. That's what it was.
They issued a statement on the website. He was dead. He got blown up in a limousine. Did the whole bit. The next night, he's alone in an arena saying, "Here's a 3-hour tribute to Chris Benoit." The next night, he's back on TV going, "We are never going to speak of him again. He's a monster."
What a weird fucking turn of events that was.
What an awful weekend they had.
So bad. He just funny is I correlation. Sometimes I grasp at straws trying to keep the page active and fun because it gets boring.
Right.
And like Vince killed himself figuratively because he had to make the page.
You got to stir some shit up, man.
Better. And I'm a master of it, but not to his level.
No.
But still, yeah. Once in a while, you that's why we have our WrestleMania.
Right.
Beef Madness. We have our thing. We have things to lead up to it. We'll do these contests to drive engagement because these pages, as you know, get boring and stale if you don't do it.
Got to keep it going.
Boston Pizza Wars hasn't had a post worth looking at in fucking 10 years.
I feel like the only one keeping it alive is Petros.
Yeah.
And that's just so he can keep pushing his Super Greek fucking page too.
He's keeping every page alive.
He really is. He's got so many pages. That there's a breakfast sandwich one. He's got a Celtics one. He's got the beef one, the craft beer mafia one. It's he's son of a bitch.
The whiskey one. He's busy boy.
He's a workhorse. He's a goddamn workhorse.
He has a coffee page that I'm co-admin on.
I didn't know about that.
The North Shore Coffee Addicts.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Yep. And I'm on there. He changed the coffee and pastries at one point. Inclusion
as you do. We're gonna jump into influencers in a minute, but there was another Netflix documentary that you watched.
Yeah, this has got my algorithm kind of fucked up.
Will Ferrell and his buddy, former SNL writer, now trans woman.
Yep.
I don't know the name.
Well, the name now?
Sure. I didn't know it
something
then.
Steele. It's something Steele. Harper Steele.
Not Lexington.
No, Harper Steele's the current name, the new name.
All right.
So it's this person who was the head writer at SNL and wrote so many skits for Will Ferrell when he was becoming hugely famous.
Mm-hmm.
At one point later in life, she got divorced. He then got divorced from his wife and was living in the middle of nowhere and decided that this feeling he's had for his whole life is gonna he's gonna change. So he became she.
Mm-hmm.
Became Harper and told Will Ferrell via email that he's now a she. And her name is Harper. And Will Ferrell, being a good friend,
sure,
and having understanding and empathy and human reaction, not being a fucking total cunt,
right,
decided to, instead of just like, oh fuck that, accepted his friend and like, this is who you are now, and also let's make a TV show. Let's milk this fucking thing.
We have an opportunity to make some Netflix money.
But also, I don't think Will Ferrell needs the money. It's her who could probably use the payday.
Look, you can always use more money.
Of course. So I watched it.
I mean, Adam Sandler's doing Happy Gilmore too.
It's true. I watched it, Mike. It's really good. It's tear jerking.
You mentioned
it's sweet.
Is it at all funny?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay. All right.
I will give you
that's
one joke
that I never asked and you never said whether or not this was actually funny or if it was just
it's
Will
funny.
Ferrell trying to be serious for 2 hours.
No, it's legit funny.
Okay.
Because the person that
I would assume someone that wrote for Saturday Night Live is funny.
Yes, but she's a lazy trans person. That's the way we'll word it.
Sure.
She's not. She got fake boobs. She's doing the hormone thing. Grew the hair out, but the face is still that guy face.
Lose a dick.
No, dick is still intact. Doesn't really function that well because of the hormones, but still is there. I tried. I give it a little squeeze.
Doesn't work. So she's taking liquid Cialis before the gym.
Yes, she's pumping hard. So just picture like, all right, so shave your beard right now because your hair's already long enough.
Right.
Put a dress on and some
I already got the tits.
glasses.
I'm halfway there, man.
Yeah, like that's the effort she's putting in.
Oh, okay.
But again, I'm not judging. Whatever. Just
if
you're more comfortable,
if
you're more comfortable, be in a dress with heels, cool.
Yeah.
So her issue is that she wants to go to places she used to go to before she transitioned, which was dive bars, racing events like car racing, but not like NASCAR, like rally car racing in the dirt, like shithole southern racing events. And she used to drive across country when she was
she's like a divey hillbilly chick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And the point of the show is, can I still do the things I love?
Yeah, I guess.
And they went, and at one point they go to one of those bars that might not accept her.
Right.
And Will Ferrell does not go in with her. He stays outside.
Good move.
Because him being there is going to change the whole
right
point of it. And she needs to go in there with she has a camera with a hidden camera. So some other guys there with her probably security as well, with a little lapel camera.
Look, you need to go in by yourself, find out if you're going to take a boot to the teeth or if I have to come in.
Literally. And it's really sweet. She makes a couple friends. They ask her questions and they don't judge her. They judge her quietly, but
sure.
Then Will goes in and they hang out like, holy fuck, Will Ferrell's here. Like, this is your prize for not being a douchebag.
You get to
now
hang
Will
with
Ferrell
Yeah.
is going to sit next to you and drink Modelo's and have some fun. But again, I recommend watching it if you're not a backwoods asshole who gets judgy. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I watched the Will Ferrell documentary.
Right.
I talk about the Will Ferrell documentary to you.
Yep.
To my wife who I watched it with. I asked my daughter about it. I text people. I text you about it. It is now in the ether of who I am. I like
it is
trans documentaries.
It is ingrained in your fucking phone.
Hand to my heart and to God and to Hitler, whoever else needs it. I've never once in my Instagram algorithm come across a trans post that I know of. I get midgets.
Yep.
I get retards.
Yes,
I get food. I get sandwiches. I get very racist jokes that black people post that I think are funny.
Big old titties.
I get breastfeeding videos. My algorithm is fucking peak
educational
right now.
Big old titties.
Like I am living the algorithm dream.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, post Will and Harper documentary on Netflix. Here's what happened. I get this very cute, I'm going to be honest, a very cute petite brunette with little perkies. They look fake, but they're perky tits. And I'm scrolling. Never seen her before. What's she saying? And it's about her eggplant because she used the eggplant emoji. And I look down and there's a clear bulge. Oh, that's a trans person. They had the trans flag with the pink and the light blue and the white. I didn't know what that was until I looked it up because I had to know.
Right.
And then it happens again in a different one. And again, Mike, my algorithm's all fucking trans broads. And it's all about that. Is it gay to fuck a trans woman?
But you're
yes,
it's not just you're getting trans women. You're getting like pro-trans. It's not like these are like jokes. Like you said, racist jokes that black people are posting. It's like you're now in the trans activist algorithm.
I am in the wants to fuck a trans person algorithm.
Oh, that's
I am the only I'm in the only trans algorithm.
He went from a supporter to a fucking supporter.
Yeah, to look at it's all about can he take it? What's he gonna feel like if my dick's bigger than his? I'm like, what the fuck happened to my algorithm?
So
I'm gonna fix it. I've been really looking at hot blondes. I found a trailer.
Spend 30, 45 minutes just watching all of Hoppy Floppy's reels.
I need to watch the Floppy Hoppy. I found a Midwest farmer chick with blonde hair and big tits. I was interested. I spent the entire time waiting for you to come get on, looking at her reels. I'm fixing
watching to completion.
Oh, I trust me, I completed because I can't deal with
that.
This
Means two things.
Yeah, my real algorithm is. I need the midgets back.
It's fucked.
I was getting sick of the midget. I need them back. Where's Meg Banks when I need her? I need Meg Banks back. Jump on a Tesla here with a bat. Hurry up.
Throw some. You gotta throw some strategic searches in there too.
Oh, I mean, chicks with dicks isn't a good search.
No, probably not.
Will and Harper naked. Yeah, so my algorithm's fucked.
Will and Harper truck stop. That's not a good one.
they one thing they do that's funny is they sit in Walmart parking lots and drink because they have to stay
in the car.
They stop. No, they brought lounge chairs like beach chairs. They sit there and drink.
Fucking hilarious.
They got a cooler. It's actually funny. I gotta piss.
I do want to watch it. I do want to watch it. It was on my list for this weekend. I'm gonna grab some ads. Go ahead, take a piss. All right. Thank you to our sponsors, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury. And if you go to anthonystewksbury.com, the website, you can order online, get some gift cards, join their loyalty rewards. Their Instagram page is ARB Tewksbury, And if I can move quick enough, there it is. This was actually just created today. We're going to talk about it a little bit later on when Andy gets back from the pisser. But the Devil's Three-Way was created today. I'm sure Andy will have more details on it because he helped create it. I believe it's an October only one, but let's see. I'm just going to read their Instagram. Get ready for a frightfully delicious treat this Halloween. The Devil's Three-Way features pepper jack cheese, crispy jalapeno bottle caps, and wicked spicy James River barbecue sauce. Add mayo to make it extra kinky. I was talking about the Devil's Three-Way created by Anthony's and yourself.
Yeah, so the other night...
I also have it up on the screen here, this gorgeous sandwich.
Okay.
You
the other night after a couple drinks, I was thinking to myself, I like double entendres.
You also, I feel you also got nostalgic for seeing Matt serve beefs, and you're like, man, I remember the Angry Ferg thing, and I could just send him text message, be like, hey, make something, and you needed someone to make this for you.
Yeah, Matt was my go-to back in the day when I had stupid ideas. But Matt is no longer running a shop. But Adam from Anthony's is.
Yep.
And they sponsor our show. So if I have an idea, you support those who support you.
Fucking A.
Obviously, you send it to Adam. It's the right place to go. And also, Adam's creative. He's very much, he chefs up some things.
Yeah.
Interesting guy. So I said, I want you to do a beef.
Right.
With spicy James River, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno bottle caps.
Now, go ahead. What is a jalapeno bottle cap, Andy?
It's a fried pickle, but it's jalapenos. I didn't make the term up. It's like a southern term.
But according to, holy shit, that's a name. Montreal Canadians Suck. Okay, that's a good name. Jalapenos a jar, not bottled, Andy. What about that?
Listen, I don't give a fuck where you find them. Also, they were sliced fresh, so fuck you.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can actually tell. But what the term bottle caps, is that a Anthony's thing or is?
No. This was my text. It's a foodie thing. It's a fucking.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a food. It's like a Texas thing.
Take basically sliced jalapeno and make it like a fried pickle, and that's called jalapeno bottle caps.
Yes, it's a Texas.
Did not know that.
I watched too much Diners, Drivers, and Dives.
Also, I would say just go over to ARB Tewksbury on Instagram and read ARB Tewksbury's comments because they kind of lay it out, and it's pretty graphic.
And also, they're funny.
They are.
Adam's a hilarious guy. So I had the idea. Adam went with it exactly how I told him to do it because I have good ideas.
Yeah.
In the description, he didn't describe the sauce in the post, but it's James River mixed with cayenne pepper, paprika, mayo, and hot honey. That can't be terrible. That can't be terrible. That must be so fucking good with the jalapeno. Oh my daughter.
So did he write that or did you write that? Because it looks like it's originating from your page.
Okay, he wrote.
Get ready for a frightfully delicious treat.
Nope. That is him.
Okay,
he wrote that. Right. He sent me that quote. I cut and pasted.
I got you.
I added the emojis with the devil and the winky face because as you know, Devil's Three-Way does have a second meaning, which we will get to.
Yes, indeed.
That is not by accident. It's called the Devil's Three-Way.
That is not this gorgeous sandwich in front of us.
There's two ways of having one of those, and Mike thinks the other one might be gay.
A little bit. But so it's only available through October?
For now. I mean, if it's popular, why would you change it?
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean,
we're doing an ad here, pal.
Listen, right now, yeah, October.
Right now, it's an October spooky fucking thing, and you're going to make me draft a Tewksbury as well on golf course weekend. I
got an Instagram message from my own kid who could just text me or talk to me in the house.
Literally, she's like right there.
Yeah, like she was home. Like you'll send me a message, so I send me a post. I get one from her. Can we go get this? I'm like, just walk downstairs. I'm going
to be up to get a beer in 15 minutes.
Mike, I'm pretty sure she was in the room when she sent it. Because I'll tell you what happened. We were having dinner.
Yeah.
And when she got up to go upstairs, I went to my normal seat on the couch and I opened my phone up and opened Instagram, and I had a message from my daughter. I think she was sitting next to me.
Not even a text, an Instagram DM.
Instagram, swipe up DM. Yep.
Wow. Okay. Fair fucks.
She's tech savvy. Savvy.
Fair enough. Thank you to the world famous Cabaret Lounge, 96 Newbury Street, which of course is Route 1 South in Peabody. Open 7 days a week till 1 o'clock in the morning. Facebook and Instagram at Cabaret Lounge Peabody. And coming up, what the hell? Columbus Day. What's the date? Do we have it?
October 14th.
October 14th, Columbus Day, Indigenous People Day. It's F Buddies Live at the Cab of motherfucking Ray Day.
I can't read that comment from Garrett.
Oh, gives a shit. We're doing
His mom wants to fuck me, though. It's fine.
Yeah, so we're going to be live again.
October 14th.
At the Cabaret Lounge. Monday night.
Live in person.
It's a Monday night.
It is a Monday.
Your boy extended his trip a little bit, threw a little PTO on that bitch.
Oh, sure.
And yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking weekend.
We're gonna
Columbus Day, Andy's birthday, cabarets. Holy shit!
We're gonna beef up that day. We're gonna start working on that real soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one.
Get the crowd going. Very exciting stuff. I'm very excited for that. They're excited. The strippers are coming to the golf tournament. I think Lawrence just texted me. I'm not sure what it said because I can't see my phone from here, but we could have confirmed second stripper.
Confirmed 2 strippers.
We have at least one.
2 strippers.
We have at least one. We don't know what we do. I'm going to get a stripper sponsor, of course.
We're going to need you know what? I was there at that one when the Be a Man girls were there with Festa. He threw them right in the back. We can definitely strap them onto the back of our golf cart.
We can figure it out.
We can do a mobile stripper thing throughout the course.
We can figure it out. It's
or
fine.
We'll just get lost in the woods for a little bit.
And Mike can do a non-devil 3-way while Festa watches.
There's a whole bunch of salad in the woods. Yeah.
Festa is wiping sweat off his brow. Get it.
Fucking just sit there eating.
I wish I was over there. Get it.
Oh. And you know what would be wonderful if we were to do something like that, to have a little bit of Nick's Place house salad dressing to lube up the occurrence.
You need it. You gotta have it.
Nick's Place, located Winthrop, Raymond, New Hampshire, Newmarket, New Hampshire. Online at nicksplaceonline.com. Of course, there's a website where you can find all the locations. You can order online, including their world famous motherfucking salad dressing. You can find them on Instagram at nicksplace.online, as well as all the other Nick's Places have their own Instagram pages. You can see myself and Andy sharing them on our stories and the whatnot. Thank you, Nick's, for once again jumping back on this little shit show that we do.
The shit show of shit shows.
And of course, mentioned many times tonight, Jamie's Roast Beef. Peabody and Manchester by the Sea. The website is jamiesroastbeef.com. Addresses of both locations are for Peabody, 44 Margin Street in Peabody and 25 Union Street, Manchester by the Sea. Both are open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And you can find them on Facebook and the gram at Jamie's Roast Beef. Welcome back to the fold, Jamie's Roast Beef.
Absolutely.
Really fucking happy about that.
What a weird year it's been. Last year we had the previous owner giving away money in the golf course, and this year we don't.
Yeah. But we got
a whole weird year. We got $10,000, not sweaty.
We don't
sweaty
have
hairy
some
guy.
sweaty guy who can't stand the word cunt. We got $10,000. I think
10 G's.
I can move. You're growns up and you're growns up and you're growns up, you some bitch.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited about it.
All right, influencers. We got a few things to talk about. One of them was apparently North Shore Magazine. Is it
North Shore Mag? Sure.
North
Barnes
Shore
Best.
Magazine cover story,
cover,
and the cover says top 25 North Shore influencers. I had no idea it existed because print, but you sent it over to me and said, "Would you take a look at this shit?"
Yeah, the list was interesting, to say the least.
It was more interesting the more I dug into it. Because I have relationships with a lot of the people on the list, actually.
Of course, you were a big deal for
all
that.
of like 3 seconds to suss this fucking thing out and say, "Oh, checks in hand, babe."
Well, you know how it works with these companies that Wicked Bites and North Shore Magazine that buy time on airwaves and barely live. It's fake it till you make it, and they're still faking it.
Here's the funny thing. To piggyback on what you just said, it's funny because they have been around for a lot longer than we have. probably consider themselves quote unquote mainstream. But we do contests all the time and our sponsors lose.
Yep. True that.
I mean, we love our sponsors. God bless them. And we do have the best sponsors in the whole fucking world. But it's a fucking when we do contests, it's a public opinion. It's not me and Andy picking the fucking winners.
Never has been.
If the public picks someone and it's not our sponsor, they still win. Point Pizza doesn't sponsor the show.
Nope. They did. Remember they did afterwards because
they did after. That was so fucked up.
Little backstory. So Pete's won Beef Madness. George was so happy he won, he offered to sponsor the show after the fact. And then after 1 week of being Beef Madness champion, he said, "Please don't say my name anymore. I'm too busy. I can't handle it."
And he paid in full.
Yeah, I go, "Do you want a refund?" He goes, "No."
He's like, "I will pay in full. Just don't mention me. We are way too fucking busy."
That was my favorite thing of all time. You people have done such a good job promoting me with this Beef Madness. Please don't say my name again.
Right.
And we didn't. We accepted his money. We didn't.
So yeah,
that was sponsored at one point. Never after they won again. After they won.
Yeah.
But way after they won, like a year later. Not because they won. Yeah. That's. I want to make sure that's clear. We didn't offer Pete a win for sponsorship.
No.
Pete just won, and George was so elated that let me sponsor everything. Take my money.
He had fucking Joe fucking print up signs and shit.
Oh yeah, I heard he's a real peach of a customer. He loves. He buys a lot of shirts, a lot of signs.
So the list, I don't have it in front of me.
I'll name a few people.
It's 25 fucking names. Some of them you've heard of, but some of them you haven't heard of because none of them you've heard of because of influencing.
So you had Billy and Jenny from Dining Playbook
separately, not Dining Playbook.
Yeah,
which is actually the page that probably does the most influencing of the three.
You had the guy from Davio, Steve DiFilippo.
Yep.
You had the chick from Encore Casino.
Literally the PR person for the main page of the casino in Everett. Yeah.
You had Peter Nicolopoulos from Pomodori.
Yep. Not the Beefy Boys page.
No, Peter Nicolopoulos from Pomodori.
Page.
Yeah, Peter. Who I love Peter. Usually, so they own Pomodori. They do Pomodori and they do Beefy Boys, and they're a big deal around here. They do get invited to the gala.
We're not talking about whether people are successful or not.
No, influential.
This is top 25 influencers.
Yeah, it was
is what's on the fucking cover of the magazine. By the way, also on the cover of the magazine is somebody from the Home Goods Shopping Network or some shit.
And a new kid.
And the new kid on the block.
Fucking new kid.
It was Jonathan Knight. Jonathan Knight. Yeah.
Right. Fucking new kid. So basically what they did was they took the most famous people from around here that could be considered North Shore.
That would say yes to showing up.
Yep. They clout chased them. And then they took people with big checkbooks who might like the exposure.
Yep.
It included them. Yep. Or people who had been supportive throughout the year.
Right.
It included them.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw zero shade at my friend Peter from Pomodori. I love him. Great guy.
Yes. 100%.
He owns Pomodori. The originals, he owned them all. He now owns the Report and the Beefy Boys truck, and they're a huge deal.
Every time I'm at an event that the Beefy Boys are at, he makes it a point to come over and say hi. He's a wonderful human being. Absolutely.
When I was on that Enjoy Your Life,
he's a mensch.
When I was on that Enjoy Your Life podcast, Peter showed up with beefs and drank with us. I love him.
Fantastic guy.
I'm invited to his house. I've been invited to a lot of things. Big fan. Peter does this charity work as well. There's a 3-on-3 basketball tournament at his house. Again,
now
no shade.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a point where you've gone to Peter's personal Instagram page and were influenced to go anywhere besides maybe
no, that's because he doesn't do that. He does his own. He promotes his own stuff and promotes his charity event.
Exactly.
Which is a 3-on-3 basketball tournament at his house, which does, I think, well. I mean, they have real teams.
I'm sure it does, but
yeah.
Top 25 influencers of the North Shore. It was the cover story.
Yeah. Again, Peter, big fan, but no, I don't understand how.
The one that jumped out at me, because I know Steve DiFilippo, And I know Steve doesn't do social media. Like I've known that for years because we used to do Davio shit and I would tag him and he doesn't do social media.
You don't see it.
So I was like, you know what? Let's see. I've been gone for a handful of years now. Maybe Steve upped his game. Nope. If you go to Steve's Instagram page, he has 5 posts.
5 total.
And the last one was in 2017.
7 years.
Yeah. I was still living up there. I was still doing the TV show up there.
You probably liked the post back then.
I'm more than likely did. So that was like, okay. And you had already commented, what the fuck, nobody influences.
I tagged myself.
Yeah, both pages jumped in the fucking comments real fucking quick. North Shore Beefs was like, hey, Andy Ferg, biggest fucking influencer in the North Shore. Andy Ferg jumped on. Nobody influences bigger than the fucking North Shore Beefs page. Also,
but that's actually a fact.
You're not fucking wrong.
The calling myself Andy Ferg out was a joke.
That was a joke, but the other one was pretty accurate.
Controls an industry and the way people love it,
especially
and like it,
so geographically specific to the North Shore.
It is literally North Shore Beefs, a sandwich that was invented here that is wildly popular. Just because I say fucking cunt sometimes doesn't make me not important. And that is the issue.
So your boy was feeling a certain way. I'm like, you know what? Fucking A right.
Fucking A right is right.
Fucking A right. So I made the comment I just made. I wrote, "This is fucking hilarious." Right? I don't think I actually said "fucking" because I figured they would
be respectful.
This is hilarious. One of your quote top 25 influencers hasn't posted since 2017. A little bit of balls on them. They actually responded. They didn't respond well, but they responded with, "It's not about social media influencers. It's about influential people in the North Shore." Now, here's the thing. Your cover story says top 25 influencers, not influential people in the North Shore. Now, I know that, you probably have to pay your own editors word by word, but whatever. Here's the other thing. The people we listed, they weren't the only ones on that list. We didn't list 25 people, and you were tagging people that consider themselves social media people. So you were trying. They weren't real social media. If it was, I honestly, I hadn't heard of a single fucking one of them.
No.
And I've heard of 1 or 2 fucking influencers in the North Shore, kind of what I used to do.
But even the ones we hate belong
seriously
on that list before other people.
And it was such one of those things. It's like, we'll get to them specifically in a second, but if you're gonna go in that direction, Phantom Gourmet and Charlie Moore, they're on the list.
I mean, at least Charlie Moore again is New Hampshire.
He lives in New Hampshire, but I mean,
he could be a lot of places.
His show, he's a North Shore guy, and his show is still.
Where's he from?
Linfield.
Oh, Jesus Christ, another one.
Yeah. Well, none of us wanted to work for a living in Linfield, so we all decided to get TV shows on Nesson.
It really, legitimately did.
You think I'm joking? There was a moment that I was trying to pitch an idea for a roundtable of me, the Andelmans, Charlie, and Billy Costa.
That's
all Linfield people who decided to get a fucking food show on Nesson.
So, I mean, the obvious answer for the most influential person on the North Shore, people, whatever, is Dan Andelman. Because you can't have the other one because he said racist.
Even though he's back.
Yeah. But Dan Andelman is from the North Shore.
Just the Phantom Gourmet page.
Yeah. That's it. That's your answer.
Just the Phantom Gourmet page.
And I'm off the top of my head. People, who's the guy? George what from Finn's, the owner of Finn's and
George
Sea
Carey.
Level. Yeah.
George,
I don't know, the guy owns about 7 restaurants on the North Shore. He's pretty influential to me.
He's very influential. George is another one that doesn't use social media. So
if you're going to go influential,
we're talking in 2 sides of it. Now, if they included him on the list and it was the most influential people on the North Shore, yes, absolutely. George absolutely fits in that demographic. But we're bouncing back and forth here. It's like, are they influencers or are they influential people? Because these are 2 wildly different things.
What about the guy who builds half of Beverly? Like the guy that keeps building in Beverly, Windhill.
Oh, Greg Bates.
Windhill Builders. Yeah. Huh? No. Yeah, Greg Bates is both Greg Bates are fucking wildly influential. Both of them. I mean, listen. Again, you're the guy. Steve D'Amato's more influential than these fucking losers.
He really is, actually.
Yeah, Steve goes to places and eats and talks about it. Like I'm
really
not saying. It baffles me that they pick these fucking random ass folks who might write them a check.
It's literally their guest list at their gala. It's who it is.
Yeah, I should have bought tickets
because let's be fucking honest. If we're gonna pick a new kid, we're gonna pick Donnie, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Of course. Never Jonathan. That's the last pick.
He's like literally the last one. Well,
he's the last pick.
Who's the meathead? Donnie? No, not Donnie. Danny.
Danny. Okay, and then you get who's the little cute one that everybody loved? The little guy.
Joey.
Joey, yeah.
Joey's on. No, he wasn't on Frasier. He was on one of those Boston
shows. McIntyre. He's been on a few shows. Actually.
Yeah,
he's a decent actor.
He's done some stuff.
If you want a Boston accent, he's your guy.
But like,
no, it's typical No Show Magazine list. Bullshit. And they could easily again, but the idiots fall for it. I walk into a restaurant and see Bond's Best, like it matters. They didn't vote. Did you fucking pick people?
No, absolutely not.
The editor's choice. If I do editor's choice next year for the beef page, I've been bought.
It's fucking hilarious. I even someone actually I sent it to you on Facebook. I don't think I have it loaded up, but they found the Bill and Bob's QR code that we talked about last week.
Yes.
Yeah. and you can see right at the bottom all the roast beef shops that sponsored that contest.
That's right.
Shocking that a lot of them were in the fuck, and Bill and Bob's was one of them.
Of course they were.
Jesus.
Because because I'll tell you what that is. That's a reaction to me, to the devil. The one who holds them accountable for their sandwiches is the devil. You pay us. Yeah. We will. This is literally a North Shore Beef's Facebook group reaction thing. Fuck them. We're going to take an Arby's beef and cheddar, make it the picture, put a QR code, and you're going to win this fucking championship that no one cares about because no one voted.
Well, it's also a double-edged sword. It's not only a reaction, but it's not only a reaction in the sense you're saying it. It's a reaction in the sense that you've proven that this shit drives content.
Yes, it does.
How many times has the Salem Digest, the bald one,
that content.
You go down, you scroll down the Facebook page. Every post, 1 like, 3 likes, 2 comments, no likes. Roast beef post, 400 likes and 87,000 comments.
Yep,
because it gets my people. Shit that drives fucking content on that page.
98.5 when they were doing that thing, what they needed fucking likes for some sort of thing. All it was roast beef, and then they retracted and started over. I'm like, I know these tricks.
Yeah,
I love these tricks. Yeah. This is wrestling.
And you got Greg Hill thinking about doing a little thing.
He's maybe fucking kicking tires. Well, Wiggy's in a scandal right now, so I don't think much is happening. What did he do? He was paid a lot more money than the head coach of Brockton High is supposed to get to coach the team.
He was a radio guy.
He is, but he started coaching Brockton High football.
So
they make $13,000 a year as a stipend. They paid him $100,000.
Why is getting paid more a problem?
Because the money wasn't coming from the right place.
Where's it coming from?
The wrong place. Books, teacher salaries. Important stuff for school.
Last I checked, fucking math homework wasn't putting butts in seats.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't. I don't know the deal, but yeah, he got paid $100,000 to coach Brockton High.
That's a lot to coach high school football.
Bit of a scandal. Yeah, 3 months of your life, $100,000. Here you go.
Hey, good for him. He beat the system.
He didn't do it.
Fucking good for him.
They offered him $100,000.
I'll take it.
He didn't say where's it coming from. He said thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Sign that check. Thank you.
Yeah, like plausible deniability. I don't know.
Yeah.
They paid me $100,000. I did it. So we can do a real quick. Speaking of the Phantom Gourmet.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Phantom Gourmet, they posted a picture yesterday of a beef from Bill and Bob's, the North Shore's best beef, according to the Salem News, and people with no teeth everywhere. It was a good picture.
And a fantastic spot to take pictures of our friend Madison.
Yes. Tits out. I liked her pictures
Tits
better.
Out.
I have the edited ones in there. Fantastic.
At my gaping asshole.
I mean, if you're not a size queen on tits, and and in my opinion, all tits matter.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little perkies. Yeah. They put the beef where her tits were. Took a picture.
There you go.
And I said to myself, so I says, Andy, you're a clout chasing piece of shit.
Yeah.
why don't you steal that picture from Facebook, repost on Instagram, and add Fan and Gourmet as a collaborator, just in case it works.
You think that was the one?
No. It was long before this.
What do you think was the one?
I haven't gone back enough, but I've sparred with them in the past.
Go ahead.
I know I can tell you what it is. It's that place in the South Shore, Angelo's maybe, with the bada bing and the bada boom.
Yeah,
that was Plymouth.
That wasn't really a Phantom place, though.
Oh, I mean, they posted about him.
I mean, you might have posted about him, yeah.
No, they didn't. I went hard.
Oh, really?
Paint. Oh, yeah. It was definitely a South Shore place. I went hard. I called them frauds.
So what? So tell us what happened.
So I go to add them as a collaborator. I type in PHANTOM and it pops up because we follow each other.
What was the post?
The picture of their own sandwich. This one that happened yesterday.
Oh, that's right. So you were pulling the weirdo fucking thing.
Well, no, they posted on Facebook the picture, and I said I'm going to borrow that picture and repost on Instagram. Yes.
Like literally I said, you were pulling the weirdo thing.
Yeah, literally that thing. And I go to repost it, but again, I'm looking to clout chase, and
I'm not going to do my own content. I'm just going to scroll, and when I see a picture I like, I'm going to steal the picture, and then I'm going to invite the actual person who took the picture to collaborate on the picture, so I get the fucking credit for the picture.
Legit, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a scumbag!
That's what I was doing. I go to add them as collaborator, which I was like, nah, sorry, they're not available. I said, okay, that's fine, whatever. I go to tag them on the picture, and sorry, that's not available. Okay,
interesting.
Go to mention them on the post, like @Fan and Gourmet. Sorry, they don't allow that.
You can't mention them.
I couldn't mention them. I couldn't tag them. Couldn't collaborate them. North Shore Beefs could not make Fan and Gourmet aware of their existence.
Interesting.
I found that funny. I said, okay.
Okay.
So I tell you immediately, I'm like, this is weird. And then I go to my other Instagram page, the North Shore Ferg Instagram page.
And I have a day off, so I'm deep diving into settings, trying to figure this fucking thing out.
And I type in @PHAN, pops up immediately.
And I tag it wasn't grayed out either. It was like full color.
And I tag Fan and Gourmet in the post, so I could tag them in my other page.
As could I.
So apparently you can restrict.
Yeah, there is
who's
a
allowed to mention you. And I have been blocked. North Shore Beefs has been blocked, manually blocked from mentioning Fan and Gourmet.
This is one of those things I wish I was a little closer with those guys, and I would love to send a text, be like, what the fuck, man? What? Like, I don't give a shit if you never unblock him or unrestrict him, but what was it? Just so I can know.
Yeah, we need to know. We need the answers.
Like it's not about like unblocking or unrestricting or any of that shit.
Oh, it's fun being blocked. I love that.
It's like, what was it?
Yeah, what did I do? Who did I piss off? What did I say? Because I get drunk sometimes.
Now, to that, did you share the picture through your Andy Ferg page, tag them, and then invite yourself as a collaborator anyway?
I should have, but no, I just sent it to
because I didn't think of that the other night. I just thought of that right now.
Would have been brilliant. Because I did get added to speaking of that, similar situation. I got added to a collab post.
Okay.
On Instagram. This guy who comes up here from Jersey, he's Culinary Road Trip, which is a hard name to say.
Culinary.
He puts a T in there.
Does he? Why?
Because it's a cult.
What a cunt.
He basically goes to cult following food places like Philly cheesesteaks and whatever.
Yeah, gotcha.
Nice fella. And I'm not going to call him a cunt. Nice fella.
I'll call him a cunt.
He added me as a collaborator to a reel recently, and again, content whore. I am.
Sure.
And I know the game. And his videos are quality. He does a good job making them.
I'm being a dick, but he actually is pretty good.
And then he does that. He's got a big fat face. He smiles. I love that shit.
Yeah.
And I hit accept it. He's an easy accept. He's a predetermined accept.
Sure.
And then I get a text from you saying that someone else has been also collaborating on that post.
The weirdo.
Yep. And I say, well, we're going to fix that real quick. So I go to untag myself. I can't figure it out. I message him. I go, hey, I didn't notice who else was on the post. I don't deal with that guy. So I'm out. Take me off.
Yeah.
His response was so perfect. Take you off. I'm taking him off.
Taking him off. I love that I zaprudered the fucking settings. I was sending screenshots like, okay, first click this, then click this. This is a screenshot. And you're just like, no, I'm just going to DM. Take me off. Fuck this. I'm not looking at it.
And then all of a sudden, The other guy's gone. I'm like, ooh, didn't expect that power move. That was fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah, didn't expect that to happen.
That was a good move.
Well, one of us matters, and one of us is the other guy.
Well, he's I mean, I think he's that type of person. You mentioned in one of your pre-podcast posts about the type of people, certain types of people.
That was today, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a weird dude, man. And there's a weird type of person that dives a stalker.
Yeah,
there's no other word for it. Like I don't. It's that meme from Mad Men where the kid's in the elevator with John Hamm, and it's always like, you know, I feel bad for you, and there's always like a description, like, you know, whatever, like New York people, I feel bad for you from Boston, and the reverse is just I never think of you.
Yes, exactly.
So it's literally that. It's like I never think of you, but every time I post something, you're the first person to react to it. Why do you have me on notification? We don't follow each other. You're blocked on half the fucking social medias. The ones I know you are on. I didn't know he was even on fucking Instagram until he commented on a 5-month-old fucking photo.
What set me off
nowhere? Me at fucking Disney World.
To finally smash that block button, because I don't like blocking people because it makes me feel like they won.
100%. We've had this discussion off air, yeah.
But when I post something that says my daughter wants to make these, and Joe has minimums. Ben Franklin Print Company, you can order 3
Laugh
shirts,
emoji?
but
yep. My block came from he would do it on the writer's block posts, and not just on the post, but anytime someone would comment something, like usually it was Steven, the director, would be like, it was great seeing you or something like that, and you know, I'd give him a like or a heart or whatever, and then Weirdo would be like laugh emoji on the comment, and I'm like, are you coming back to the post? Because you already liked it like 2 days ago.
This requires a search bar. That's the problem.
That's so psychotic.
We don't follow or friend each other on the Facebook.
Anything. He's deep dived into my Twitter.
If you're so desperate to get a response from us, well, here it is. Get a fucking life.
Or just fucking kill yourself. I mean, seriously.
Go away. What do you do? Go away. You don't need to be like, you can't sit with us.
No.
We're not down with you.
And the bitch of it is like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
No, don't go to dude. Don't give him what he needs.
I'm not gonna do it. But it's like it's like, just fucking go away, pal.
I mean, here's my thought. I post a picture of a T-shirt my daughter once made, and I thought it was a cute T-shirt, and her and her 6 friends want it, so I want to make 12, so I meet the minimums. I'm like, oh, my daughter wants this. If you want one too, let me know. I'm not looking to make money. I just want to make 12 and not lose.
Also, it's a clever enough shirt.
Yes, it was on the front. It said I'm local. In the back it said, but I like going to Salem
in October.
In October, yes, because my daughter and her friends
with a little
too.
Orange, like bloody font.
Yes, yeah. And my daughter is one of those people who enjoys Salem because she's a kid. Her other friends go to Salem have a blast. So to react to it, which means you decided today's the day I'm going to Andy's page because Mike blocked me.
Yep. That's exactly what
and
it
I'm going to see what's doing. And it's like, what do you, I don't go to your, I don't exist in your life.
You ever.
Honestly,
ever.
I'm going to tell you a story.
We laugh every time you fucking hit that fucking emoji. It's like, can you believe this motherfucker? Like,
but he wants to be relevant and is begging to be noticed. So
he's the most forgettable fucking person in the history of forgettable people.
Oh yeah, he's a drip.
Period.
If I go to a comment on something on friends, because we have a lot of mutual friends,
right.
Because we're from a similar area, and he already commented, I move on.
Yep.
My witty quote, my witty repartee has been lost because I'm not going to
many times
on a post with him because he's such a fucking lunatic. I'm going to give you an example of a similar lunatic, different person.
Sure.
A former beef group stalkerish person who frankly worried me.
I mean, you said Heidi was coming to the golf tournament. Come on.
No, she's fantastic. He's still out there doing his own thing, and
Kid.
he still has me. He started this different person, deleted his Facebook because it was hacked by the Russians or something.
Sure, it was. He
started a new page, but he made sure to block me and other people of my ilk, so we couldn't bother him. We don't think about him.
It's literally the fucking Greg Bates thing.
It's me and Vito. That's who I'm talking about. That's who's being blocked, and a couple other people from something that happened years ago.
No.
So some person that I'm friendly with, Dirk Cobain from our video.
Yep.
He got lost in a deep dive with this kid, and he's like, "Oh, you're sending me stuff." I go, "Listen, I don't want to be a dick. I don't give a fuck what this person's up to. I told you not to engage with him.
Right.
He's a psychopath. So the fact that you keep bringing him back to him, I don't want to know anything about him.
Yep.
I wanted to kill him at one point. I thought about driving into him at one point. So how about we leave this? Don't send me screenshots. Send me funnier things. And today was DMing me stuff about Nick's place in Beverly. I'm like, yeah, good. I'll talk about beefs with you all day.
Right.
But never that. I just don't get these fucking people who get we're just two fucking idiots who sit in their houses and talk shit on a podcast. Stalk a hot chick.
Seriously.
Stalk someone famous. Stalk The Rock. Don't stalk us.
There's way better people to fucking stalk than us because we're just going to do this.
You know,
and honestly, this isn't clout chasing by any stretch of the imagination. You getting mentioned on this show does you no good.
Well, there's 3 people watching right now, so that's pretty good.
Exactly. We are the
number
2 live show in the world, by the way.
Number two. Yeah.
Nobody does live shows anymore.
We had 30 or 40 earlier, but we've lost some audience.
But yeah, it's like there's like 3 people that like on Thursday after they finally listen to the show will be like, was it so and so? No. So and so? No. So and so? Yeah, that was him. There's like it's only 3 fucking options really at this point.
It's just
you've
sad.
become so irrelevant that you're one of 3 cunts. That's it.
That's our cunt of the week, by the way. You just had our cunt of the week.
That's it. You're one of 3 cunts.
We didn't do it, but that's our cunt of the week.
Cunts at that. Not even cunts that get us upset. It's just like what? Like really? Again?
Literally, the question is really.
Really?
Seriously, come on,
like, guy. I don't think of you until you fucking. You're such a fucking cunt. Anyway,
he's like the thing in Caddyshack, the little thing that pops on the ground.
The
gopher. That's him.
Well, Sammy, if I kill all the gophers, he'll fucking put me away for life.
You almost got that right, actually. You fucking.
What's his name? It's not Sammy.
No. You did the Scottish accent at the wrong time. I want you to kill all the golfers. Well, if I kill all the golfers, they'll
put me away for life. Yeah. I didn't try to do a Scottish. If it slipped in, my bad.
Oh yeah, you went full Scottish. You actually did a pretty good Scottish accent right then. That was decent.
Fuck me, I fucked it all up.
You killed it. You sounded like Austin Powers in American Axe Murderer. Well, fat
the other guy.
Yeah,
that was played by the same guy.
All right. So
when we were 17.
All right.
When I was just a boy.
Mike, at 17, you went to Linfield High School. You were a big swigging dick, having a blast. You had friends. There were parties to be had. There was parties in the woods, probably house parties, I'm sure.
Oh, the parties in the woods were fucking shit, man.
People's parents went away sometimes.
Occasionally.
Maybe at the water tower, 50-yard line of the football field, smoke a joint, whatever it is.
Beers up at the Moon Tower, man.
That's right. We all had this high school experience at our age. It's class of 97 and 98 had high school experiences. And my parents didn't parent.
Yeah.
I was raised by wolves. They disappeared. When I was 14, I didn't see him again until I was like 24. My parents were gone. Like, fuck, he's old enough. We're out of here. We're going to go get drunk at the VFW and play pool. Cool. I'll see you later. Used to have house parties at my house. I would go to house parties, always football parties. Every Friday, a football party in the woods. Smoked weed for the first time in Old Baldy off Bartholomew Street in Peabody. I was 16 years old.
Sure.
So the other night, my kid, she's 17, about to be a half if we're doing the math. She's going out with her boyfriend, nice young man who I trust.
Sure.
Been together for a long time. I feel like that young man is going to do the right thing by my daughter. She goes, what time should I be home? It's Saturday night.
The fact she asked.
Yep.
Well done parenting. I'm just gonna throw that right out there. The fact that she asked what time to be home. Hey, Dad, what time do you want me home? Never would cross my mind at that age.
No, not that age.
Never.
Maybe I'll come home.
Never. If you don't say on my way out the door, if you don't yell it like whatever fucking time you want me home.
Home by midnight, you fat idiot.
Yep. And expect me an hour later at the minimum. No, not happening.
I had no curfew as a boy. None. Didn't have one.
I mean, what's the point, really?
I went out and I came home.
I mean,
so I says to my daughter, to her, I go, I don't know, 10 o'clock. She's 17 and a half. She's almost 18.
10 o'clock. What do you think? What's
I don't know, 10. I'm like 10 sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
And she's like, okie dokie, and she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow.
She bought it.
Dick.
10 o'clock.
What a dick I am. Like, what a dick. She's almost like a legal adult. She can almost vote. Like, she could go to war soon. So to my wife, I go, if Lilith asked you what time she should be home, what would you say? She said, I don't know. I don't care. Just be safe.
The fucking Fergs are the best.
Yeah, I go, it's a real good answer. So I text her back. I go, hey, Lil, I know I said 10, but if you're out having fun and everything's cool, you can stay out later. Just let me know when you're coming home and have fun and be safe. That's my text. Have fun and be safe.
There you go.
She writes back, thank you, Dad. Cool. She got something.
Damn. Little tear.
Cool. I felt strong.
That's a moment, man.
Yeah, and so I'm like, wow, okay. Well, I don't know what I don't care what she's doing. It's fun to be had out in the world. Just don't do drugs.
This is such different from my 17-year-old years.
So around about 9:30, they roll back in.
Yeah.
I told you 10. Then I said later if you want. You came back a half an hour earlier than your curfew. What is going on with these people? These children. What do they do? I did that rant last week about Bill and Bob.
I don't think kids drink anymore.
Well, they smoke weed. My daughter's not a weed person. I know that for a fact. She's very against it.
Is she a beer person? Is she a drink person?
I mean, I know she'll have a White Claw. She's not a big one, though. She also knows her limits.
Okay.
Because I've watched her refuse a drink.
But like, you ever caught her like just plastered fucking drunk?
No. Well, I shouldn't say this. Yeah.
But I mean, yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, one time she got drunk.
Okay, one time she got drunk.
She was giggly. It was funny.
All right. So it's not like she was like, unconscious, immobile,
No.
dangerously drunk.
No, she was just.
She wasn't us.
Yeah. No, she made a choice
on Tuesday nights.
She made a choice that didn't go great, but yeah, no, she's fine. That's my point though. Like kids, when we were 17, it was next party. What time we stayed out till? Let's go to Bill and Bob's. Go to Land and Sea. Let's get fucking drunk. Let's go to the woods. Let's go smoke a bong. Let's drag a keg to the woods. Let's hide from the cops. Now these kids are being respectful and hanging out. And
I was running a criminal business at that point in my life.
Yeah, of course you were. Kids still do that, just not her.
I have to tell a story because I texted you about it. I don't know how deep I got in because I was drinking all weekend. But no, like you've seen Goodfellas, obviously.
Yeah.
And selling cigarettes out of the back of the truck. That was me in high school.
Cigarettes. I never thought of that one.
Yep. So my first job was it was Shop and Save, now Hannaford and Peabody.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bagger.
I disregard that.
And I took on the responsibility of restocking the cigarettes.
What a guy you are, huh?
What a guy. I'm gonna do this for you. And I had a big black trash bag because you'd open up the carton, you'd put the cigarettes in, and you throw the empty carton away. Well, within about 3 seconds of doing this job, I realized, well, I can just toss a full carton in there as well every time I toss an empty carton in there as well. And I started doing that. And at the time, cigarettes were about $3, $3.25. And now they're like $9, $12, fucking $15 a pack.
$38 for a pack.
So fucking dumb. It's so dumb to smoke now, just economically.
Yeah, so dumb.
They were like $3.25. And so I would roll my 88 T-top Camaro.
Sweet.
Up to fucking Linfield High, park it, pop the trunk, and just start popping
All right.
packs of fucking smokes, $1 a pack. I was clearing $300-400 a week cash, and I was taking orders from parents after a while.
Well, $1 a pack's a fucking deal.
It was a deal, and it got to a point that you some guys, I don't get enough today, and blah blah blah. So you start putting them on credit.
Oh boy,
but they owe you. They owe you. And there was one guy, and he didn't want to pay.
Ooh.
So I told the other guys who were on credit, this guy doesn't want to pay. Figure it out.
You get his money.
I go figure it out. Either I'm getting paid, or you guys are getting your debt wiped.
Ooh.
They tuned him up.
So you're a mob guy for a minute.
So I'm sitting out, and I wasn't a model student, shockingly. And,
no, not yet.
And I'm sitting outside in my car during school hours, and I'm just listening to music, smoking cigarettes, being a fucking punk. Knock on the window. It's the assistant principal. Calls me in. All right, fine, fucking go in. And he ran down that I was selling cigarettes. He obviously didn't. He asked me to open a trunk. I'm not doing that. You're not a police. No. You're not a fucking police officer. First of all, pal.
Of course not.
But basically, the kid that we tuned up ratted me out, and I went back to the guys who tuned him up, and I said, "We're done. Done selling smokes. He's going to get me kicked out of fucking school." They tuned him up a lot more. But that wasn't the first time I tried to join the mafia in my teen years.
Hold on, I'm gonna piss my pants.
There was
keep going.
Yeah, we don't have any more fucking spots. So there was a coffee shop in Wakefield. It was run by a guy who was a neighbor of a friend, and he was allegedly into a thing or two. If you've seen Goodfellas, you've seen it. And we had seen Goodfellas. We had seen Godfather. We had seen all the fucking mafia movies. It was the mid-90s. Pulp Fiction just came out. We were fucking all over it. So we're like, well, if we go over and we get a job at his coffee shop, maybe we start running numbers. We didn't know what running numbers meant. But we thought that would be really fucking cool. So we went over and we applied for a job at his coffee shop. Not running numbers, just being busboys, basically. And a few days later, so I was just to recap quickly, a connected guy owned a coffee shop in Wakefield. Me and a buddy of mine went over there, applied for jobs because we had seen Goodfellas and knew that if you start working at a coffee shop, you can run numbers, even though we didn't know what running numbers meant. And
the mob lottery.
Yeah. And again, Pulp Fiction had just come out. We were really into it. And so we applied to this coffee shop. And like 2 days later, because he lived across the street from my friend, I'm assuming he talked to my buddy's parents, because both our parents confronted us and said, "You're not working for him ever." So yes, at a certain point in my mid to late teen years, I applied on paper to join the mafia.
Collageno went. Collageno.
Fucking Collageno.
You are Collageno. You are him. You are him.
But yeah, so and never got busted. I just gotta get tuned up a little bit because he fucking fucked it up for everybody else but me, because I just kept stealing smokes. I
only became young Larry Flint briefly when I sold pornography.
Pornography.
7th grade. Magazine. Hustler.
You were always selling mags?
Mags, yeah. Video. Just mags. You want big jugs? Jugs, sure.
What's your big fat body?
Big fat woman.
Would you?
Hustler. I need to watch People vs. Larry Flint again so I can get the voice back down. I had it for a minute.
Yeah, I was way too Buffalo Bill on that one.
Yeah.
Fucking Hustler. That's a good fucking movie too.
Yeah, it's a great movie. What's next on our?
He rolls into a fucking courthouse with a T-shirt that says, "I wish I was black."
Woody Harrelson killed it.
And the fucked up thing, the judge was Larry Flint in the movie.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Uber is up next.
All right, so quick story about Uber. I have a very quick story. So as you know, Mike and I love to get food delivered to our house late night when we're drunk.
I thought this was going to be about creepy Uber drivers, but yes, go ahead.
It's not. I don't encounter those because I have a lot of rules on mine. Now, I made a reel last week involving John Belushi.
John Belushi.
From Animal House, where he sneaks around, and I said, oh, that'd be funny to be like me when I told a story about me going to my neighbor's house, getting my Uber Eats delivered, my DoorDash delivery.
It was wildly accurate.
Yeah, it was so good because I'm out there like sneaking around like an idiot, barefoot and shirtless, but he had clothes on. Yeah. But there's a Ring camera that caught me. Long story, we went through it.
Basically Belichick.
Yes, with my tits out. And I make the reel, and it's fun. And then you share it and tag the John Belushi,
the official John Belushi
official Instagram page.
It's John Belushi,
yeah. And his wife and Jim Belushi run that. You said, I guess.
Yep.
And
they share it.
They reshare it, which is fucking cool. We both love this shit. This is 100%. Porn for us.
There's a reason I wish Dice a happy birthday this week.
Yeah, you and I love when someone with real clout sees our stuff and says, that's cool, I want to share that too.
See, we don't tag dining playbook people hoping for shares. We actually share people with clout when we clout chase.
And it's funny, and that was cool. That's one of the many cool things that happened to us over the years. That's part of the story.
Yeah.
So fast forward a day or two, that reel gets made, and I'm thinking, I'm basically putting myself out there as this fucking loser who gets DoorDash late night to his neighbor's house and sneaks around because it's fucking gross behavior. But if I get caught, I get yelled at.
Yeah. But we've done 5 years of this fucking show, so
exactly. So I get caught off, and it's a terrible thing. I almost got caught last night, but I didn't even do it. But I almost got caught last night because she's like, "Did you get it?" No, I didn't. Leave me alone. Check the trash.
You're just sliding into bed.
Yeah, check the trash, but don't look too deep because there was 4 days ago. Trash is still in there.
Did you
recycle?
No. That's why I'm angry and in bed right now.
Starving. I'm not drunk. So we're working the other day, and this customer at our work, he comes out and hands us his license for no apparent reason. He says, "Hey, Uber's coming." So where's Uber's coming? When they show up, show them my license. I'm like, it's weird.
You don't need to show the Uber driver your license.
I know all these things. I'm like, it's weird. And he goes, he's just disabled. He's struggling. He's got issues. I don't know what the issues were, but he's got some real issues.
Right.
Crutches and braces and such. And he's got the forearm crutches where you hold the handle, and you have guy's fucked up. And he goes back inside and leaves the license with us. And I'm like, what's this guy?
The license.
Yeah, I'm like, what's he up to? And so a few minutes later, this Honda Accord pulls up with a Mexicana driving. Maybe a Guatemalan, maybe a Haitian, but I didn't see any cats dead in the neighborhood, so we're not sure. And my nephew hands the driver the license. The driver approves the license. My nephew walks away confused, like, what's going on next?
All right, just pause.
Go.
Who was this person? The
customer,
the gimpy
owned the house we were working at.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just some random asshole on the street.
Nope. He owned the house we were working at. He was in that house. Him and his missus, his wife.
So
both living there.
Your cousin hands the Uber driver the license while this guy's in the house.
Yep.
And what did the Uber driver give your cousin?
A brown bag full of a handle of Tito's.
All right. So the Uber driver, first of all, basically fucked up because they're not supposed to do that.
No, but I think this might be a common occurrence in this house.
Gotcha.
It turns out the man went on UberEats.com and ordered himself a bottle of Tito's from a local liquor store. And it seems like he's not supposed to be drinking due to his physical issues and many problems. But the man likes his vodka because his life seems to suck.
A handle is not a good thing to hide, though. Especially when you're on the crutches.
I think you put him in the garage. He's mobile. He moves around a little bit.
All right then.
And this is
he fucking brained her with it.
That too. But I was thinking that's worse than I was thinking. we may have bought his suicide for him, or at least rewarded him for it. Because that's a lot of vodka. Because he could have leaving Las Vegas himself that night. Because
Pills are good.
He didn't seem well.
Good.
He didn't seem well. So all of a sudden, I felt better about what I do when I Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Yeah, what you do it's fine.
No, it is, but it's.
I mean, you're getting fat. Okay, fine. A little bit of gout. Okay, fine. You're not killing yourself. Not intentionally. Not intentionally.
Yeah, someday.
A handle of vodka with some fucking pain pills, and that's a commitment, pal.
Lucky for me, though, upstairs loves the vodka.
Oh, fantastic.
We can crush the vodka. That's fine. It's the pain pills we can't be, and then the food we can't be doing. I
need to take one more piss. Run through just whatever the fuck.
Oh, do the ads.
Yeah, sure.
Or should I? Hold on. Yeah, I'll do it.
Just run through them.
Hang on, quickly. So we have sponsors. This will be the last time I mention them tonight. We have many sponsors. The best sponsors. They send their best. Anyways, that Trump was terrible. I'm going to go chronologically to when they joined the podcast. There's a tie, and tie goes to the runner. Gary from Gary Girolamo Group and Ben Franklin Print Company. They both joined at the exact same time, pretty much. So I will start with Ben Franklin because we started with Gary earlier. So Ben Franklin Print Company at Ben Frank _Frank Print Co on Instagram.com. That wasn't the website. Anyways, I've been drinking. Here's the thing. If you want high quality garments, shirts, stickers, hats, coolers. They're doing coolers, the flags for the tournament, the shirts for the tournament. They're doing everything but your sister's ass for the tournament. Ben Franklin Print Co. is the balls. Just hit him up. Link in bio. Go. You also have Buy and Refi on Instagram. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, the best service in the real estate world. They are the fucking best. Phenomenal. Twisted Fate Brewing. My boy, actually, Dave Panett and his wife and his sister-in-law and his sister and his assistant. They're all there. It's great, phenomenal beer. Twisted Fate Brewing. This beer is ridiculously good. We have the Cabaret Lounge, but they're actually. I fucked up the chronological, so we'll start over. Anthony's in Tewksbury at ARB Tewksbury on Instagram, then the Cabaret Lounge, then at nixplace.online on Instagram. These are our sponsors. They support us. You should support them. We have Jamie's Roast Beef at Jamie's Roast Beef Manchester and Peabody. They have the Angry Ferg, the McDan Bob, the Buffalo Blunicorn. They're not fucking. Buffalo Blunicorn. They're not fucking around. We did Nick's Place. We did Cabaret. We did Jamie's. We did Cabaret. We did
Gary Girolamo Group.
Gary. We did
Mortgage. Ben Franklin.
Joe Ben Frank. Yeah.
Country.
Country. Yeah. Country.
The Ben Franklin Print Country.
Yeah. Country everywhere. Did them all.
Oh, fantastic. Word of the week is Devil's Three-Way.
Devil's Three-Way. You ready for this?
I'm going to throw the sandwich back up there. I know I'm ready for that.
Yep. So the Devil's Three-Way is not only a sandwich from Anthony's in Tewksbury, it is also a sexual act involving two men and one female. There is no Urban Dictionary for this one. We know what it is.
Oh, there definitely was.
Of course. It's two guys who have sex with one woman. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
There are many ways to do this act. There is an innocent way where you guys spit roast her or take turns fucking her, and it's so straight.
Yep, 100%.
But the Devil's Three-Way also could
That's
include.
Also, if you take turns, it's kind of a train. If you spit roaster, it's Chinese finger cuffs.
Also, Eiffel Towering is spit roasting as well.
Eiffel Towering.
You hold hands up in the air.
That's borderline.
You make the Eiffel Tower.
Borderline gay.
Oh, well, yeah, especially the eye contact.
Yeah.
In the kissing.
Yeah.
So Devil's Three-Way can go a lot of ways, but Mike seems to think it might be a bit homosexual, and I disagree. Unless you're touching penis. This is my rule. If there's a vagina in the room and there's a penis in the room and you don't touch the penis and you touch the vagina, you're straight.
No, see, it's not that's not what I felt was gay. I said it's really unrealistic to not interact with the other man. Hold.
Sidebar.
It's almost physically unrealistic.
So
look, one of us has been in a three-way.
Yeah, with two women.
Exactly. You're rolling around the bed. You're moving all over the place, like a static, like just like one up, like basically it's
called a choice, man.
Double penetration is basically what it's called. Well, no, that's 2 in 1 hole. So it's
spit roasting.
No. We're talking a few different things here.
Here's the thing, Mike. If you can't avoid
DVDA, which is 2 guys up the butt and then 2 guys in the cunt. That's wildly different.
Listen, if you can't avoid the dick, you're looking for the dick.
Shot. All right.
Just think about that. If you can't avoid the dick, you're looking for it.
No, I mean, if you're okay, so how big is this fucking bed are we talking about here?
It's a king size fucking bed, like an adult.
Fucking bed. I sleep in a king size bed, and I don't have enough room half the nights. I'm alone. I'm a large man, motherfucker. So you put 2 other bodies in that thing, and there's a lot of movement. I'm moderately lazy, so I want to lay down, get up on top, figure it out.
I want to explain it how it works. Ready?
I want you to.
You lay down.
Yeah.
While she sucks you off and the guy bangs her from behind. And then at some point, if you want, you switch.
Ugh.
What is this rolling around thing? How much movement do you do?
Again, I've only had 3 with other women.
Yeah, they didn't even include you. You just watched. You kept trying to get involved.
Only one time.
Tap me in, coach. Tag me in.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm sure you're great.
I'm fantastic, baby.
Your eyes work fine. All eyes, no dick. Great 3-way, Mike.
Yeah, I feel a
you're like a towel boy in the locker room of Teen Wolf.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Michael J.
Karate.
It's literally you. Towel off. Good job, girls. Killing it.
No, Devil's Three-Way has a lot of potential for the gay.
Well, yeah, no, listen, clearly it's called the Devil's Three-Way for a reason where you could easily jump ship and start sucking that dick.
Because then it's like all of a sudden, like, you know, like he's looking at you and it's like, what the fuck are you looking at, pal? And,
well, it's more of a how straight are you kind of game. Like, are you this straight?
I don't know.
Can you want to grip it? You want to touch it? You want $2 to touch it? $2 to watch me touch it? What are we thinking there? It's a test. If you can go to
fuck is a VJ?
If you can go to a Devil's Three-Way and avoid the dick, if the other guy's so the other guy's bisexual, Mike. Here's the scenario.
Anthony's gonna hate this ad.
Yeah, no, they're gonna love it. You're with a girl, and she's like, "Oh, my roommate wants to get involved," and she doesn't mention the fact that it's a bisexual dude. You get back to the apartment. You're sucking them fat titties. Roommate comes in. He's a guy.
How do you not know? You're not doing your due diligence.
Well, of course. Okay, she tells you.
You don't go into some strange whore's house and not know she lives with a dude.
I want you to watch me suck my roommate's dick while you fuck me. Will you say no? You're gonna say yes. 100%. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here you are. You don't know fucking Gary's bisexual.
Can we put a hood on Gary?
He's not circumcised.
No, he's on his head.
No, he's fine. So
I don't want to look at him. I don't want to see him.
You got Gary's big floppy dick in her mouth. You're banging from behind. You're having a good old time, and then you get put in a scenario where Gary's making a move towards you. That's the moment you find out: do I want to touch a dick or not? It's a great test yourself this weekend.
No, I'm
figure
good.
it out.
I'm good.
Okay, you're scared. It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what you like.
I have no interest.
What if I like that dick?
I have no interest, sir.
Look at that vein. Oh, it works out.
I have no interest in testing those waters.
Yeah, why would you want to test them if you know the answer? You know the sharks in there. You know the sharks in them waters. You're in the Cape.
Dude, I can't even fucking brush my teeth without gagging. I can't fucking do that shit.
Yeah, you don't brush your asshole though, do you?
Fuck you.
I didn't say sucking it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so word of the week is a Devil's Three-Way, also a beef available at Anthony's in Tewksbury.
It is.
Kinky desires.
Yeah, Anthony's in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury.
For all your kinky desires.
And on Instagram, ARB Tewksbury.
You've got to add the mayo separately.
There is mayo
Devil's
on the sandwich.
Three-Way.
Now, okay, so have you had it?
No, I invented it 2 days ago. We made it today.
I didn't know, motherfucker. I didn't know if it was something you did.
It's not supposed to have mayo on it, by the way.
So the mayo's not supposed to be there?
Well, it's supposed to be three-way, 3 things. So it's the jalapeno, the cheese, and the sauce. You add the mayo. That's the joke. You could add the mayo if you want to get extra kinky. Well, yeah, it's an extra kinky It's an extra kinky one. You add the mayo. It's fucking.
Sure.
It's a hawk tua.
Definitely is a hawk tua.
Can I just go on a rant real quick before we end the show?
Please.
It's also take a minute. New Hampshire.
Yeah, we didn't do that one, did we?
I need to get to it. I have no choice, and I have a hard out that was already passed.
That's all right. We got paid this week a lot.
They live free or die. Don't they do? That's their motto: live free or die.
I have your meme here. Did you sold me a friggin' muffin?
Yes. Well, that's the thing is there's that whole there's the whole tipping controversy where people are spinning the iPad for a muffin, and on that post I found out that the minimum wage in New Hampshire is $7.25 an hour, which seems
criminally insane.
That is the national minimum wage. They've not adjusted. Now, for comparisons purposes, the mass minimum wage is $15 an hour. That's $7.75 more, aka more than double.
Like 15 and change.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, realistically, if you're gonna jump up to New Hampshire, it should be like 12 because they're retarded up there and they have no teeth. They shouldn't be paid that much. But $7.25 is.
I'm pretty sure that job that I was hawking cigarettes from, I was making $7 an hour from.
Yeah, I was making.
I was in high school
when I ran Holden's Oil.
I'm almost dead now.
I was making $9.75 an hour pumping gas when I was 17.
Yes,
$2.50 less. That was 27 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, I used to rent videos to people for fucking more money.
So they live free or die. That's their big thing. They're so proud of their freedom up there. And what they get is for freedom is they can buy different guns than we can down here in Mass. They can buy more larger capacity rifles. That's their freedom. And they get no income tax. That's their freedom. And they don't have sales tax on their items. That's their freedom.
I think I have all that stuff down here as well, by the way.
You do you probably income tax definitely in Florida.
We don't have to pay excise tax, by the way. That's a good one.
Okay. But
the government doesn't take a random $60 for my fucking car every year.
They take $900 for me.
$900 for you. Yeah, you got a big truck.
I have a big truck. Here's the thing: these toothless backwoods fucking idiots with their live free or die bullshit and their fucking man of the mountain fucking posts and all this garbage. They're sitting there acting like they have all this fucking freedom, and they don't. They have no freedom. They have fake freedom. They've been lied to all these years. You pay so much money in fucking property tax. It's silly. If you can see a mountain or a lake, you pay a view tax.
Well, I mean, they have freedom.
No, they don't.
They are free to live in a fucking cardboard box at wages that are fucking comparable to 1995.
They live retardedly. You know, if they want to buy a bottle, they can't get a handle of vodka, DoorDash their house.
No.
They must drive to the state-run liquor store. The fucking liquor, the state money. You're getting bamboozled because you can't figure out simple fucking math. You can't figure out simple fucking math in your state where you're getting fucked, but we can live free or die.
Neat.
No, you can't. You're the fucking Mississippi of the Northeast. You're idiots. Get this show. Remember when Mo was talking about the Steel Reserve that I couldn't find the chug last week?
I don't remember him talking about it, but you've mentioned it a couple times.
He was talking about it privately, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, that's why New Hampshire's the best state. We can buy Steel Reserve and Shaw's.
Who gives a fuck?
I can buy.
You can buy the shittiest beer, apparently,
from some guy named Habib on the corner without involving the state.
From what I've heard, that beer isn't a gift.
It wasn't that bad. They're pussies.
Okay.
You and I would be fine with that beer.
But the way you described it was the punishment beer.
Well,
in that group. Okay.
Yeah, it's punishment.
So bragging about being able to buy it isn't a brag.
We can get the worst beer ever anytime we want. Good for you. You guys suck.
Fantastic.
If I was going to run for governor of New Hampshire, which I still might because I'm considering it because I can move there in 10 seconds because it's free almost. I would just say minimum wage, $10 an hour, and they'd all vote for me. Every toothless idiot on meth, like, yeah, Andy Ferg's the best. It's disgusting. The state's embarrassing. They act like they have this fucking freedom, and it's so annoying when they talk about it. Oh, we live free. No, you don't. You have nothing. the money's not coming. Someone's paying taxes to run the state. You can't avoid taxes. So shut the fuck up, take your Sig Sauer and shoot cans in your backyard and realize they've been lying to you for years. You're stupid.
So this had something to do with the tipping thing, didn't it?
Yes, everything. It's $7.25 an hour, and then Charlie fucking Chubbs is like, well, in the service industry. What industry, you idiot? The muffin industry?
Yeah, you kind of went off on the muffins.
If you the post about muffins. If you serve me a drink, you bring me food, you take my order, you're a waitress, a waiter, or whatever, you get paid dick.
Yeah.
Right? You get paid dick.
Yeah.
$2 an hour. That's how it works. That's why question 5 in mass is going to get voted no on, because waiters and waitresses get paid dick. But there's a 20% agreement in my mind. You bring me food, I give you 20% of the bill, because that's how it works, how it's always worked.
It's the McDonald's argument.
If I get $3 if you give me $3 for a fucking muffin, I pay with a debit card, and you put and assume 20% on there, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden they make $7.25 an hour. Now I got a tip because they have 37 kids and less teeth.
Or you just stop going. That's the unfortunate alternative. Is if you're gonna keep fucking spinning that goddamn iPad, I don't give a fuck how much you're making. I'm just going to stop fucking going. There's better places to drink.
Dunkin' Donuts, no iPad spin.
McDonald's, no iPad spin.
If you want to tip a Dunks, there's a jar. It's a cash jar.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. There's no expectation. I always throw my change in there. It's cool. Maybe $1 once in a while, but no iPad spin.
And we did a lot of tipping talk last week or the week before. I forget.
Yeah, just a tip.
But I mean, yeah, I'm getting to a point where it's like I almost want the people's wages posted, because it's like you go to a fight, like I said in that conversation, you go to a game, you're at the Garden, they're making a wage.
Yeah.
A Massachusetts wage. Okay.
Probably $17 an hour, I bet.
And
they're raking.
There's still that assumption that you're going to make a tip. I don't even know. I haven't been in easily 6 years, 7 years, maybe. I can only imagine the beers are $18.
I mean, close to that, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like 14, I think.
And you want a fucking tip. I'm sorry. Get a better job. Fuck that shit. It's so aggravating.
It is. You don't know who's making the living wage and who isn't. It's gonna fuck the people. But anyway, here's my point.
The biggest bitch of it is they keep I get it. The workers are getting fucked. I do understand that most of the time they're getting fucked. But the problem is the consumer is also getting fucked, because it's not like it's a $5 beer.
Nope.
You want $20 for 12 ounces of fucking Bud Light? I'm sorry, you're not getting a fucking tip.
Nope.
Talk to your boss or quit your job or get a better fucking job. I'm sorry. Like, if you work in a place with $20 beers, you don't get a tip. That's just how it is. That's too much money for 12 ounces of fucking water and a touch of alcohol.
Here's the thing, though. Here's how I'm gonna end my episode tonight.
Yeah, you got me hot.
New Hampshire, we need to take it, transport it down to the south, and leave it there where it fucking belongs. You redneck motherfucking cunts.
Yep.
Go away. You suck. Your state sucks. Kelly Ayotte sucks. That's the person running for governor.
Mm-hmm.
Your politics suck. You're annoying. You're useless. Go away. You're like Maine's shitty meth head little brother.
But okay, so actually the fucking comments just started perking up, surprisingly, when we start talking about fucking beer prices. But Corey's saying $1 a beer. Okay, great fucking argument, because for years, the place, the Avenue in Alston was my spot. Bud Lights were $1 every day, not a special day, not a happy hour, every day, all day, $1 fucking Bud Light drafts. You drink, let's argument's sake, say you drink 20 of them, you're all fucked up anyway.
I've done that before.
You have no problem giving them fucking $40. I have no problem giving $1 a fucking beer, because you're charging $1 a beer. $1 a beer, okay, there's $2. Arguably, when you get to 20, that's $40 fucking dollars. That fucking person's made a hell of a fucking night.
Sure has.
You charge $20 per fucking beer. You're looking for another place to drink.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Fuck New Hampshire. Fuck beer. Fuck $20 beers.
Fuck beer. Goddamn.
Fuck New Hampshire. Just fuck
Andy
New
Ferg
Hampshire.
coming out of the box.
Yeah, fuck New Hampshire and beer. Fuck it all.
Gonna become the fucking wine show all of a sudden.
Oh, I'll drink wine. I will bring a bottle down with me and just crush a fucking bottle of Pinot while this show. I will drink a whole bottle of Pinot next week.
You mentioned the wine thing, and I was half listening. Did Joe tell you to send me a bottle of wine?
No, Joe wants to send you some wine. Joe wants to send you wine and go to drizzly.com and have wine sent to you just for the show 1 week. He wants to see you fucked up on wine for the show.
All right.
The trick will be you drink a bottle before the show, like a small bottle, and then you keep sipping during the show.
I mean, we'd have to. I'll do it. We'll have to plan it.
Yeah, dump buttons.
No, like work. I work, motherfucker, and I work on Wednesdays as well.
Well, I mean, listen, we can end the show at 10 o'clock and go to bed. That's up to you.
It doesn't fucking matter if I'm all fucked up. I still got to produce this fucking show. I'm up till midnight anyway.
It's true. You are a producer.
Yeah.
I'm starving. This is not end well.
All right. We good?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, I guess.
All right. Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twist of Fate Brewing and Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, world famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in Peabody, Nick's Place, Winthrop, Newmarket, and Raymond, New Hampshire, and Jamie's Roast Beef in Manchester by the Sea and Peabody. See you next Tuesday, cunts.
I love you.